Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to today's live stream. What is going on, Dallas Cowboys fans? What is going on, Baltimore Ravens fans? And what is going on to all the rest of you NFL fans who are watching this stream right here with me today? Shout out to those of you who are in here early to the chat. Shout out to Wade Tuckness out in Mexico. Baby Blue Dramatic, I see you out there saying good morning, Mario. Saludos from Tia Juana. Shout out to you, baby. We've got Michael Tracy in the house saying go Cowboys. Tabitha Paxton, welcome to First Down. Welcome back to First Down, I believe. Welcome. Appreciate you. Shout out to, of course, our boy Robert Samora. Fist bumps to you, my friend. Appreciate you, Mr. Samora. Who else is in here? CM, see you later. What is up? See you later. We got Gary Streen in the house. John in the house. Shout out to you, John. Jay Pravorse in the house. David, welcome back from yesterday. I see you. Lucinda saying there was no poll necessary. We know Lucinda and her Ravens. I see you, Nia, saying let's effing go. What up, Nia? She says, let's effing go. I love it, guys. Living Like Larry is also in the house. Appreciate you, Living Like Larry. Let's take a quick look at some of the stats for today, guys. So we do have another preseason game here happening right now. We've got 2 more games before the actual NFL season. So be sure to get your fantasy drafts in right now. Guys, what does this mean? This means there's actually going to be a week with no football at the end of the month. Let's talk about it. Let's actually go through the schedules here really quick for those of y'all who are currently watching right now. We'll start with the Baltimore Ravens. So we've got one game here on the 23rd, and then there will not be any football the following Saturday or Sunday at all. Preseason is over after this week right here. So we'll have the 24th, and then the following on August 31st. 30 days have September, April. Yeah, so August 31st, there's not going to be anything until that 4th of September. So we will have 1 week without any preseason football. Next week, the Ravens will be playing against the Washington Commanders for preseason. But in week 1, the Ravens have a very, very tough matchup here with the Buffalo Bills. Ravens and Buffalo Bills. Actually, I want to say that the Bills might be visiting the Ravens. I think I might have gotten this one backwards, but I'll double check that in a minute. Either way, that will be the matchup. I know it really does definitely matter who's going to be at home. I want to say that the Ravens will be at home and Buffalo will be visiting Baltimore, but we'll just double check that fact here in a few moments. Week 2, guys, hosting the Browns. Week 3 against the Detroit Lions, and then week 4, you've got the Ravens and Chiefs. So very, very tough schedule here for the Baltimore Ravens to open up the season. Of course, this preseason game against a team that went deep into the playoffs, of course, with Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders. Week 1, we know who the Buffalo Bills are. Week 2, the Browns. It is a divisional matchup, and regardless of what you say about the Browns, this AFC North division is scrappy. Every game feels like a drunken bar fight at a tailgate. Like it's so intense. No matter who you're playing in the AFC North, it can get pretty hairy out there. So that's a tough one as well. It's going to be a gritty matchup. Of course, we know who the Detroit Lions are. It's going to look a little bit different without Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator. And we know who the Chiefs are. So good luck to the Baltimore Ravens getting out to a hot start. They can do it, but it will not be easy for this team. A very tough schedule for the Baltimore Ravens to open things up. Shout out to Hazer in the house. Rob, what's up? Who else? Owl on the prowl. I see you out there. Peter Hunt, shout out to you. He says, why are you not wearing your Cowboys chain? I didn't want to be too gaudy today. Seems like too many pieces, right? You got the sports coat and you've got the jersey. But don't worry, the Cowboys chain is right over there, Peter Hunt. I'm still wearing my Dak Prescott jersey, so we're still rocking the Dallas Cowboys feel right now. Let's see who else is in the house. We got a good handful of you guys, so I do appreciate y'all being here. Okay, let's take a look at the Dallas Cowboys matchup. So the Dallas Cowboys, first couple of weeks for them isn't going to be easy either. So, preseason game today against the Baltimore Ravens. They've got the Falcons. I will be covering this game on Friday. So I've got a Friday game that I'll be covering next week. It'll be Friday, August 22nd. Then the first game of the NFL season will be September 4th. 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 7:20 p.m. here, Central Standard Time. And the Dallas Cowboys will visit Philadelphia for the NFL season opener. First game of the season, of course, Jerry Jones is licking his chops, getting super excited about that one. Dak won't play, so he don't get hurt again, says Jacob B. That is correct. Dak Prescott will not be playing in this game. He is, however, suited up and doing the warm-ups, something that they didn't do last week, that most of the starters didn't do last week. But you're right, Dak Prescott will not be starting in this one. That's okay, right? It's just a preseason game. No need for Dak to get hurt. I do expect him to come out against the Falcons, though, and at least get one series in that one, maybe even a full quarter in that one. I understand that you don't want your players to get hurt, but you don't want the first time that they're seeing NFL action to be in week one in a matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles. So Dak Prescott better hit the field next week for sure. Okay. So week 2 for the Dallas Cowboys, they will be hosting the New York Giants, and the Giants are a beatable team right there. Of course, I'll save the question for later. This looks like a 2-2 kind of record for the Dallas Cowboys going after week 4. I would be okay with a 2-2 record, honestly. The schedule, one could argue that it gets a little bit easier, but it's going to be like this for most of the season. I see this team maybe going 9-8, maybe 10-7, but beyond that, the Dallas Cowboys are looking at, again, the curse of the Dallas Cowboys. We're looking at a wild card kind of season, and that would be on the good side of things. That's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys' ceiling here, is to get 10, maybe 11 wins, but I think they will be plus over 500 for this one. I see the Cowboys going 1-3, only win against the Giants. I think they could beat the Chicago Bears. We got to see what Caleb Williams is going to look like. They're saying that he is struggling right now. They're saying that Caleb Williams has not figured out how to run Ben Johnson's offense, that Ben Johnson is making this man drink from a fire hose, and Caleb Williams isn't that style of quarterback. But we're not talking about Caleb Williams today. We're not talking about the Chicago Bears or the New York Giants or the Green Bay Packers or the Philadelphia Eagles. We're talking about the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. So, let's talk about them. We will start with the away team today, which will be Baltimore. The Baltimore Ravens, guys, the best team in the NFL offensively speaking, like literally second to none. Offensively speaking, of course. Now, when we look at points per game, they ranked third in the NFL offensively in points per game. But when we look at yards per game, yards per play, and red zone efficiency, they were the number 1 team in the NFL in those 3 categories. Points per game, they averaged 30 points per game. They averaged 426 yards per game. That is both through the air and on the ground. When we look at yards per play, guys, this is insane. 6.8 yards per play is what you're averaging. You're hardly ever facing third downs in that situation. We look at their third down efficiency, and even when they did face third down, they were the second best team in the NFL at picking up and resetting, getting 4 new downs. Play after play, series after series, sequence after sequence. This team was dangerous, and it has to be because of this dual-headed backfield with Lamar Jackson and, of course, Derrick Henry. Like, that's a nasty combo, dude. And whether you're doing fantasy football or not, look, just because he's over the age of 30, I don't see Derrick Henry until I see him fall off a cliff. I'm going to assume that King Henry will remain King Henry until he chooses to retire or until an injury takes him out. So they're still doing their practice right now. They've still got kickoff is not until 6 p.m. We got about 20 minutes until then. We're going to go through our pregame right now. Let's run through this Ravens team really quick here. So you can see offensively they were really good. Defensively, if we take a look at this team here, now Defensively in points per game allowed, that will work, guys. If you're scoring 30 points and only giving up 21 points, you're in the pocket. You're going to win some games, and that's exactly what happened last season. Averaging just 21.2 points per game allowed, this defense was inside the top 10. When it comes to yards per game allowed, this defense was inside the top 10. A top 6 team in yards per play allowed, giving up 5.2 yards per play. Struggled a little bit on third down. Struggled to get off the field defensively. They didn't give up a whole lot, but they did struggle to get off the field on third downs. Where they did have some success was getting the football back and forcing those turnovers, not so much the defense making their stops on third downs. So bottom of the table, just inside, bottom 12, just outside the bottom 12 right there. Red zone efficiency, middle of the pack, we'll call that 55%, 56%, c'est la vie. Let's talk about the starters that we will see for the season. We're not going to see these starters in this game, guys, but for the season for the Baltimore Ravens, we do have one fresh new face. You can see DeAndre Hopkins out there, but overall, this is basically the same from last year. No need to change anything. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? So Lamar Jackson going to be the starting quarterback for this season. I do expect to see Cooper Rush be the starting quarterback today for the Baltimore Ravens in a revenge game for Cooper Rush. So there is a little bit of a storyline there. Cooper Rush, of course, being the backup quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys for years. Here he is as the backup quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. He'll probably get the start today. Lamar Jackson last season, though, guys, 4,172 passing yards, 41 passing touchdowns, tied for second in the NFL. Just 4 interceptions on the year. He ranked number 1 in the NFL when it came to QBR. Next to him, that does not include any of his rushing stats, by the way. I'll get to that in a minute. Next to him, we've got Derrick Henry in the backfield, and Derrick Henry had 325 carries last season, which was second most in the entire NFL. 325 carries, and on those 325 carries, the man was just 79 yards short of a 2,000-yard season. Derrick Henry, 1,921 yards. He had 16 rushing touchdowns, averaging 5.9 yards per carry last year. King Henry, an absolute monster. You've got these two guys who were absolute beasts, guys. Not to mention Lamar Jackson, as I said, that's just – let's take a quick look at the rushing numbers here for him. That was just the passing numbers that I mentioned, the 4,000 yards. He also had, in addition, 900 rushing yards, so almost a 1,000-yard rusher in Lamar Jackson as well. Fun fact, for those of you doing fantasy football, did you know that Lamar Jackson didn't have a single rush inside the 2-yard line? Like, they gave it to Derrick Henry every time last season. And I had to double-check that stat, but yeah, Lamar Jackson, he scored a couple rushing touchdowns, but it wasn't from within the 2-yard line. All of those went to King Henry. Anyways, let's talk about the pass catchers for this team. A little bit different this year, not too different. Zay Flowers, still the option out there, probably going to be the option number 2. So Zay Flowers, yes, he is wide receiver number 1, so to speak, but your main pass catcher is probably going to be Mark Andrews. They did add DeAndre Hopkins. And DeAndre Hopkins is on the older side of things, but he's still got plenty of upside. Curious to see what Lamar Jackson is going to do, how that opens up things downfield for this Ravens offense. Of course, Rashad Bateman, Mr. Batman, out here going to be your pass catcher number 3. Offensive line has not changed for this Baltimore Ravens team. You've got Ronnie Stanley at left tackle. At left guard is Andrew Voorhees. At center, you've got Tyler Linderbaum. You've got Daniel Falele at right guard and Roger Rosengarten as your offensive tackle. Defensively, for this team, couple of changes, not too many. One of the big ones here is this addition. Biggest hurt, I think this, Baltimore Ravens fans are really excited about this Jair Alexander move. Green Bay Packers fans, honestly, at this point, with how much time Jair Alexander has missed, you can take it or leave it. Like Packers fans, they'll take it or leave it because Jair Alexander was never on the field anyways over the past 2 years. So they're not really going to miss him that much. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wise words, says Nia. I'm with you. I'm with you. Jay, David, I see you out there. Suzanne is still out there with us. Shout out to Suzanne. Appreciate y'all. Mr. Preston Nguyen saying howdy to everybody. What up, Mr. Nguyen? Fist bumps to you guys. Shout out to everybody in this chat room right now watching Football Nation with me, your boy Mario. Appreciate you guys. So, live in San Antonio, Texas. We're covering the Baltimore Ravens defense here at this point. We're covering, what up, Brandy? How you doing? We got the gorgeous Brandy checking into the chat. Laney checking in, saying hello to everyone. What up, Laney? Anybody else in the chat want your quick shout out before we get this thing rolling? It's a good time to do so. Gary saying hello to everyone. David saying, I am rooting for the Dallas Cowboys. Me too, brother. Me too. Let me just grab the piece that everybody's expecting me to be rocking right now. Everybody wants to see the chain, bro. Everybody wants to see the chain. We will keep it close by. Don't you worry. Matter of fact, I should just nail it up on the wall. Just hang it right there over Roquan Smith's face. Nah, I won't do that to Roquan. I won't do that to Roquan. Should be good right there. Oh, snap. Let me go ahead and put that away for now. Okay, guys. Your defense, Lucinda, I see you. Wayne, what's going on? Wayne Bainbridge checking in saying, let's go Cowboys. I see you out there, Wayne. All right, guys, so 3-4 defense for this Baltimore Ravens team. You're going to have Nnamdi Madubuike at left defensive end. At nose tackle, Travis Jones. Broderick Washington at your right defensive end. I'm not too scared about this front three. I am pretty terrified of this linebacker situation, though, from this Baltimore Ravens. Adafe Owe as the weak side linebacker. Roquan Smith as the left inside linebacker. Had the most tackles on the team last season, just FYI. Trenton Simpson, right inside linebacker. And Kyle Van Noy going to be your strong side linebacker over there. Or over there, just depending on where the strong side is. As I mentioned before, new addition in Jair Alexander. Rookie pick here in the safety, Malachi Starks. You're also going to have Kyle Hamilton as your strong safety and Nate Wiggins as your cornerback. So that is going to be your Baltimore Ravens team right there, guys. Offense, defense, and stats. Let's take a look at our Dallas Cowboys. So, Dallas Cowboys without Dak Prescott struggled offensively last year. Let's not even talk about the defense just yet. Let's just talk about offensively with Cooper Rush running the offense for the most part for the Dallas Cowboys. And it just wasn't anything to brag about, right? Offensively, there's not a whole lot of things. I'm going to try here, guys. There's not a whole lot of things that I want to get excited about from last year's performance for the Dallas Cowboys. I am looking towards the future. I am looking towards the fact that the Dallas Cowboys now have George Pickens as one of their main pass catchers. He is extremely talented. I think he will have a great season this year. I think we'll have 2,000-yard catchers. Aquastar, thanks for checking in. David Bacco saying, go Cowboys. Aquastar in the building, Cowboys Nation. I see you, Aquastar. Let's go. Key Lee saying Cowboys bust. Giggity? No. Okay, let's move on. Appreciate you, Key Lee. Thanks for checking in. Cheers to you. I'm reading these comments as they flow in right now, guys. But we're going to move our attention here to the Dallas Cowboys. And, again, there was not a whole lot to get excited about. But the Cowboys offense will come back. Dak Prescott needs to prove that he is worth what he is being paid. Can he do it? I believe so. I don't know, but I believe he can. And if you guys believe that the Dallas Cowboys will improve from last year's record, be sure to smash that like button, guys. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm going to be rooting for the Dallas Cowboys today. I will try to keep everything as impartial and unbiased as possible, but of course, the jersey might give away who I'm rooting for. Now, let's just call it the way it is, man. Points per game, Dallas Cowboys, 21st in the NFL. Bottom of the table here. Bottom half of the table in yards per game offensively, putting up just 327 yards per game. That's not going to work against the Baltimore Ravens defense. Luckily, this is a preseason game. And luckily, we do have a revamped offense. Also, a new offensive mind here, and of course, Brian Schottenheimer as the head coach. No more McCarthy, no more vanilla. You might see some vanilla, but we'll see how things go here. Yards per play, 26th in the NFL, averaging just 5 yards per play. Third down efficiency, bottom of the table at 23rd, and then second to last in the NFL in red zone efficiency. It does not get any better defensively, guys. As a matter of fact, it gets worse. Defensively, the Dallas Cowboys were the worst team in the NFL with red zone efficiency. Hate to say it, but it is what it is. And if we do not sign Micah Parsons, it's going to be a long year for the Dallas Cowboys. Actually, contrary, it's going to be a short year for the Dallas Cowboys because we will not make the postseason. So, without that man, without number 11, guys, our season is basically done. I don't care. It's just, I'm calling it like I see it. We need Parsons on this team, man. And if we don't have Micah Parsons, we need adequate draft capital for the future here because the Dallas Cowboys are going to have to hit the explode button. They're going to have to hit the self-destruct button and rebuild this entire team from the ground up all over again. And I think if Parsons doesn't get the deal done, guys, that's probably what we're looking at. I think we're looking at a full-blown rebuild here for the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe, I don't know, fingers crossed that Jerry Jones sells the team to somebody. Doubt that's going to happen. He'll be there till he dies probably. But it is what it is. So I can't stand to look at this. Let's, again, move on and talk about the future. We got 10 minutes until kickoff here. So we'll start with the Dallas Cowboys roster. Now, today we will see Joe Milton get the start. We saw him in the last preseason game, and someone was in here trolling, blah, 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 blah. Look, he, out of the 32 NFL teams, right, out of the 32 preseason, I guess, starters, if you will, Joe Milton ranked 14th in yards in Week 1 preseason. He had 143 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, and 1 interception thrown in Week 1 of the preseason, guys. Not terrible, not great. He attempted 29 passes. This is Joe Milton that I'm talking about. He will be playing instead of Dak Prescott today. But Joe Milton completed 17 of 29 passes, so a completion percentage of 58.6%. I would like to see that go up. I would like to see Joe Milton not throw a bullet pass every single flippin' pass. Every time the ball left his hand, it was traveling at 60 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour. Like, put some touch behind those throws, bro. He's 5 yards out. You don't have to rifle the shot into the numbers. Just give him a simple pass to catch. Let him do the work. We understand that Joe Milton has a great arm, but you don't have to flex it every single time. Yes, a toolbox needs a hammer, but that is not the only tool that you need in your toolbox. You need some finesse in there. Hopefully we see that out of Joe Milton today. All right, guys, Dak Prescott will be your starting quarterback for this football 2025 season. Of course, Javonte Williams going to be the running back here for the Dallas Cowboys. He's still in this photo. I can update this photo next time. He's now got a Dallas Cowboys jersey on ESPN, so I will swap that out. But Javonte Williams, 5'10", 220 pounds, guys, solid bulk muscle. Would like to see his numbers improve. Did not do too hot last season with the Denver Broncos. 513 yards outside of the top 32, only 4 rushing touchdowns. We'll see what he can do. Of course, he will have Miles Sanders and Jadon Blue behind him. Maybe Deuce Vaughn stays on the team. Maybe he doesn't, but we'll find out. Okay, pass catchers. One side, we got George Pickens. On the other side, we got CeeDee Lamb. This is your man. This is the guy. The most receptions ever recorded in one single season for the Dallas Cowboys. It is CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens, a very, very solid piece. We know that he joined all the way from the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's real talent right there with George Pickens. But I wonder if he's going to have an issue if Dak doesn't look his way as often as he wants. Jalen Tolbert, the wide receiver 3, and Jake Ferguson, your main tight end. Offensive line here for the Dallas Cowboys. You got Tyler Guyton on left tackle and Tyler Smith at left guard. Cooper Beebe going to be your center for this unit. We've got Tyler Booker and Terrence Steele as your 2 other pieces on this offensive line. Capiche? Everybody follows? You guys understand where we're at? I see you. Randy saying, before the game starts, if you're in here chilling, listening to Mario, go over stats, smash that like button. Appreciate you, Brandy. Looks like Devontae Jarman saying, hey, Mario, what up? What up, Devontae? Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for checking in. We got Kuru Kangaroo saying, let's go Birds. Cowboys quarterback has been there how long? Question mark. Almost long enough to have the most passing yards in Dallas Cowboys history, Kuru Kangaroo. Almost. I think he's like 3,000 yards short of passing up Tony Romo. Yeah. I think Dak Prescott is only 3,000 yards short of passing up Tony Romo for the most passing yards in Dallas Cowboys history. How about the Dallas Cowboys defense? I, again, am hoping, fingers crossed, praying to the football gods that Micah Parsons gets signed. So, off defensive line in this 4-3 defense, guys. Left side, we're going to have Marshawn Nealand as your left defensive end. Mozzie Smith. We got to see more out of Mozzie Smith, man. Mozzie Smith has been just a guy out there, right? He should get the start today. He's going to be going up against second-string players more than likely here on the offensive line, against him, opposite of him. I want to see him get a sack, or if not even a sack, I just want to see him put Cooper Rush under duress. I got to see more out of Mozzie Smith. We know Oso Digizua is solid. We know what Micah Parsons is. There's a lot of questions around Mozzie Smith. In my own personal opinion, would love to see more out of him. Now, weak side linebacker. I've seen a lot of improvements here from Morris Leofau. I like what I'm seeing right now, but is it enough? Next to him, Jack Sanborn. We had Eric Kendricks in here last season, who actually did a really good job for the Dallas Cowboys. And I personally am bummed out that he's no longer with the team. But Jack Sanborn, serviceable. Now, Kenneth Murray, strong side linebacker. I've got some questions around that. Maybe he's in right there because DeMarvion Overshown is listed as out, but we will see. Now, we've got Trayvon Diggs and Deron Bland on either side here for your corners. I'm happy with those two corners. I think Deron Bland is a boom or bust kind of corner. He's either going to pick it off and take it to the house, or he's going to get scored on. I like Trayvon Diggs for more coverage downfield. I think Diggs should be the man lined up opposite of the 1A, whoever that is. He'll be the one covering Jamar Chase if needed. He'll be the one covering, I don't know, in this case against, it wouldn't be Mark Andrews, but Zay Flowers, I suppose, here for Trayvon Diggs. We won't see those guys out here either way, but I do like the two corners. Malik Hooker on one side for your free safety, and then you've got Donovan Wilson out here as your strong safety for this Dallas Cowboys defense. Guys, the only superstar on this team, honestly, the only big names on this team, I would even take Deron Bland out. I think the two best players that we have defensively for the Dallas Cowboys right now are Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, and that is not enough. That is not enough to have a solid defense. We need something else. We need another piece. We need a real solid linebacker like a Sean Lee that we don't have. We need a real solid linebacker in the middle right there, and the Dallas Cowboys don't have that safety net. So I'm a little concerned for the Cowboys defense this season, but I will remain hopeful. Now, kickoff is scheduled for 6 p.m. Let's see if they will stay on schedule. That being said, that's all we really have for the pregame out here, guys. Let's ask a quick question for y'all out in the chat area. Let's do a quick Q&A. Who is your NFL team? Who is your NFL team, guys? This is the schedule. These are the matchups for week 1, and it looks like this will be at Baltimore. As I mentioned earlier, who is your NFL team? Let's read some of these comments as they come in. I'll ask this question again later. Thank you guys for those. Thank you, Kuru Kangaroo. Appreciate you very much gifting out those memberships for us. Shout out to David saying the Buffalo Bills. Lucinda checking in saying she's a Ravens fan. Guys, y'all will go up against each other in week 1, and I will happily, and I'm going to cover this game for sure, for sure. William Z, thanks for checking in. Angela Conley saying good evenings and blessings to all. Appreciate you, Angela. Thank you so much for checking into the chat. Devontae, I see you out there saying Kansas City Chiefs got a tough matchup there. The Chargers are dangerous, man. Do not sleep on these LA Chargers. Gray59 is a Broncos fan. Hui Nari saying the boys, but Dak is not him. How dare you? I'm kidding, Wienery. What's up, dude? Thanks for checking back in. Baby Blue checks in saying, Dallas Cowboys, let's go. I see you, Baby Blue. Guys, we got a good matchup here. Cowboys and Eagles. That'll be a solid one for sure, for sure. Hello, Sheree Rodriguez. Lost Boy saying 49ers. I see you. I would said Sammy, my 7-foot snowman, but Mario doesn't check his mail is what Lucinda's going to say. Oh, man. Hey, everyone, says James Fox. What up, Mr. Fox? Appreciate you. Must be nice 2020 saying, what's up there? Let's go, Rams. Rams and Texans. Must be nice 2020. That's pretty intense. Now is the time to put on the chain, says Peter Hahn. Let's see. Let's go, Cowboys, says Maribel. Maribel. Every time I see the name Maribel, I always think of Encanto. We don't talk about Bruno, no. I see you out here, Suzanne. We got the beautiful Suzanne in the house, 24/7 Arizona Sky saying Washington Redskins forever. Not even the Commanders. He's going old school with it. He's saying he wants to go with the Baltimore Colts at this point. He's going old school with it. Suzanne saying Patriots, Ravens, and Rams. Thank you for checking in, Rhonda. Sorry for your loss last night against the Seattle Seahawks. That was a rough one, huh? By the way, Seattle Seahawks fan in Living Like Larry. Thanks for checking in, Larry. I see you out there. Mad Steve saying beat the Eagles. All right, guys, this is your schedule for week 1. Okay, I will be covering all the games in this box on the left side of your screen, and I will also be covering this 3:25 p.m. game with the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I'll be going up against Tom Grassi in that one, but I'm going to be doing my thing. Maybe we'll get some of the Lions fans out here. Okay, so this covers that, y'all. I've got a couple more comparisons that we can bring up. Obviously, y'all, Lamar Jackson and Dak Prescott, it's not the same sample size because Lamar Jackson played the whole season. Dak Prescott did not. Total passing yards for Lamar Jackson, over 4,000. He had over 5,000 all-purpose yards, guys. He literally has the advantage in every single category or more in every single category, except for this one, which I don't know why that should be like an arrow down. This is the correct, this is the better number, but Dak Prescott in half the time threw 8 interceptions. So we got to see Dak Prescott be more consistent. Obviously, when you know you're going to be force-feeding CeeDee Lamb, the defense is all over CeeDee Lamb. Dak tried to wedge a square peg into a round hole, trying to force-feed CeeDee Lamb, and he paid the price for it. Only played, 9 games last season through 8 interceptions in that time? 8 games last season through 9 interceptions, 8 interceptions in that time. Lamar Jackson, the whole season, 4 interceptions, 45 total touchdowns, 4 of them rushing, 41 passing. Great numbers for Lamar Jackson last year, guys. I got to give Lamar Jackson his flowers. He had such a significantly, such a damn good season. Let's just call it what it is, Dan. He balled out last year. Now, take a look at the defensive comparison. As I mentioned, not a whole lot to get excited about for the Dallas Cowboys, but there are some blemishes here when it comes to the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I'm not too worried about them giving up the 27th most passing yards because teams are always playing from behind trying to catch up, which means garbage time, they're throwing the football. 238 passing yards per game is what they gave up. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys playing from behind, still giving up 218 passing yards per game. They gave up 137 rushing yards per game. 137 rushing yards per game compared to 80. You see the big difference right there? I mean, this is literally number 1 in the NFL, and this is bottom 3 in the NFL. Dallas Cowboys defense needs to step it up. Now, we know that the front 3, like I mentioned with Oso, Digizua, and Micah Parsons, they can get the bag. We can pick up bags. That's not an issue. We can force turnovers. That's not an issue, right? We actually did better than the Baltimore Ravens when it came to forcing turnovers and just behind the Baltimore Ravens when it came to sacks. But we could not stop the run. It was just trying to trying to hold water in your hands. It just kept pouring through. There was no way for the Dallas Cowboys to get a stop. I've got my fingers crossed that that's going to change. Gray 59 with old school reference. You're my boy, Blue. That's old school now, Anonymous? That's old school now? I see you, Dusty Attic. What's going on? Thanks for checking in, Gray59. Anonymous, appreciate you. Dusty Attic saying, what's up, Dusty Attic? Appreciate you. Fist bumps to you and your family, my friend. Okay, guys, running back comparison. Ugh. That's bad to look at, bro. As a Dallas Cowboys fan, this is straight up embarrassing, bro. Like, there's no two ways about it. The Dallas Cowboys were bad last year, and I'm hoping that quickly this changes. I'm praying that quickly this changes. Dallas Cowboys running game, they only put up 100 yards per game on the ground, on average, rushing yards per game. Meanwhile, the Baltimore Ravens almost doubled that. Of course, Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. This was the best rushing team in football. Rushing attempts per game, they ran the ball a lot, only second to, the Philadelphia Eagles. So, and you got yards per game. They were the number one team, averaging 5.8 yards per game. They were top 5 in rushing touchdowns per game, and they were number 2 in rushing yard percentage. The other percentage would be passing yards, and then, of course, penalties. So, or receiving yards and penalties. Dallas Cowboys, on the other hand, bottom of the barrel. It's just a bunch of those red monkeys with their arms intertwined right now, and you can see the ladder of the red monkeys here. Yikes. The movie was called Old School. Will Ferrell said it. Ah, I see. You're actually talking about the movie Old School with Will Ferrell. Got it. Why are you expecting them to be better than last year, says William Z? Because we don't have Rico Dowdle, who, in my opinion, was never a solid running back to begin with. Because we have George Pickens, and because we have Dak Prescott back, who only played half the season last year, William Z. That's some pretty solid reasons to believe, right? Also, we've got a new head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. That's another solid reason to believe. New offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. Another solid reason to believe that things are going to be different in Dallas. Now, through the air, despite not having Dak Prescott, they weren't too bad. They were a top 10 team, but they were a top 10 team not because they wanted to be, but they had to be in the passing game. Targets per game for these wide receivers, they had to throw the football because they kept falling behind. The Dallas Cowboys there were some areas where it was okay. But yikes, man. We got to see that. We got to see some improvement out here. The biggest one that I'm curious about is average yards per reception. This is how you know the actual strength of your team. All this other stuff is fluff. The one that really matters out of these 5 categories is average yards per reception. First in the NFL, Baltimore Ravens averaging 12.6 yards per catch. There's a photo of Dave Flowers and Mark Andrews out there. And then, of course, you've got Jake Ferguson right now because we don't have a photo of George Pickens just yet in the Cowboys uniform, and CeeDee Lamb. So, Cowboys for life. I see you out there saying, Robert Samora, pretty good. Ready for this Cowboys game. I'm with you. Alex saying the Ravens got this. Pringle, I see you out there, Pringle. Let's go. Sam saying football. Let's do it, guys. Let's do this thing. So, kickoff should be happening right here, right now. Appreciate y'all for hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Let's do this thing, man. We're going to get kickoff here in just a moment, and I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. Looks like the Dallas Cowboys will be kicking off to start this one, guys, so that means the Baltimore Ravens will get the football here to open things up. Scroll this down just a hair so you guys can see the drive chart and everything being pulled up right here. Brandon Aubrey about to kick this one off. Lined up for it. The kick is here. The game is on. There's the opening kickoff. This is going to bounce in the landing zone and then go into the end zone. Almost a perfect kick right there from Brandon Aubrey. Instead, it ends up being a touchback, and the Baltimore Ravens will start this drive out at the Dallas Cowboys, or out at their own 35-yard line. At the 20-yard line, excuse me. So from the 20-yard line, no time milked off the clock. We got a 1st and 10 coming up from the Baltimore Ravens 20. You can see the drive charts down below right there for your convenience, ladies and gentlemen. My goal for today, can we get to 37,000 subscribers? We are about 200 and some change short, guys. If you're watching this live stream right now, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm going to ask you guys to stick around. Single back formation from the 20-yard line. Under center right now, we do have Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush under center with a single back, will snap, and he will play action, winds up and throws. Easy play made quickly right there. Looks like Walker makes the first grab. First down right here for the Baltimore Ravens. That will start the clock and keep things going. That's a good way to start the game if you're Cooper Rush. So Cooper Rush, 9-5 as a starter with the Dallas Cowboys. He went 4-4 last year with the Dallas Cowboys. So he's had plenty of games played, 14 games played for the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go, Cooper Rush under center with another single back formation. We're now at the 32-yard line, and Rush will hand this off to the right-hand side. A tackle for loss right there. Damon Clark makes the big stop for the Dallas Cowboys. This brings up a second down now, so it'll be a second down and about 12 as he goes backwards on that play. Call it a second down and 13. Let's go, Dallas. Damon Clark with a big stop right there. Tackle for a loss of 3. I wonder if Baltimore will find a way to score on this opening drive. I love it, guys. Appreciate y'all sticking around. Here we go. Second down and 13. Empty backfield. We've got a man running back over once again. Ali stands to the right-hand side now of Cooper Rush. Rush calling an audible here. Play clock is still ticking. Ali moving over to the left-hand side of Cooper Rush now. Four-man rush coming in. Pressure, and that's going to be another short pass. It'll be about a gain of 4. Maybe a gain of 5. Walker there once again. It'll bring up a third down and 9. So third down and 9. By the way, I got to move this over. Ravens have the football, not the Dallas Cowboys. You can see that above my head. Possession. I screwed that up a bunch of times yesterday, guys, so I literally circled it. Possession. Make sure you're getting that right, Mario. Making sure that we're improving every single time. Third down and 9. This time we're at the 38-yard line. Baltimore has yet to cross midfield. Dallas Cowboys looking for a big third down stop. Cooper Rush looking at a balanced formation here. He takes the snap, looking left the whole way. Doesn't like it. Will wind up and throw as he gets hit. The pass is incomplete. They're going to call this a fumble. It's recovered by the Dallas Cowboys. Is this incomplete or is this a fumble here? There was a little bit of confusion. Let me stop the clock. The football did hit the turf right there. It looked like Cooper Rush might have gotten rid of it on time. Either way, if this isn't a fumble, it will bring up a fourth down. We're watching the replay one more time. Pressure coming in. He does get hit. The hand looked like it was going forward. I think this will bring up a fourth down. It didn't look like a fumble to me. Yeah, that's definitely a throw. That's definitely a throw. Okay, so 12 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. Fourth down and 9 coming up. Turn off the underdog banner. We'll scroll this down just a little bit so y'all can see what is going on over here. Appreciate you guys checking in. We do have a fourth down in the Dallas Cowboys. Looking good right now. Here we go. Solid defense from the Dallas Cowboys. I think they understand what's at stake here. They cannot be playing so lazily, so I don't know, uninspired is really the word that I wanted to say for the Dallas Cowboys in that last game against the LA Rams. Here's the punt team for the Baltimore Ravens. They will kick this over to the Dallas Cowboys. It's signaled a fair catch. A flag does come in. Fair catch signaled. Let's find out what this flag is. Let's find out. Okay, guys, I see y'all out there. Oh, Devontae Walker got the catch. Here we go, guys. Let's find out what this penalty is right now. The officials throwing a flag right now. Not quite sure what it's for. It's going to be a false start. So a false start will back them up. Instead of being a fourth down and 9, it'll be a fourth down and 14 if that's the case. Replay fourth down. So a fourth down and 14, Schottenheimer will accept the penalty. Redo kick, that does take 7 seconds off the clock. So we'll do it again. Let's do it again. ZM, what's going on? Hello, family, says P Styles. What up, P Styles? How you doing out there? Guys, our next commercial break, y'all know me. I'm going to read some of the comments. So if you guys want to chat with me, I will be in the comment section for our next commercial break. Fourth down and 14, and the punt team is out there again. Stout to send this one over to the Dallas Cowboys. Let's see how Dallas does it. Okay, punt returner. Looks like Cavante Turpin is back there waiting for this one. Is that Turpin back there? Okay, punter, Jordan Stout Getting ready here. 4th down and 14. 12 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We're still 0-0. Opening drive for the Baltimore Ravens results in no points. Here is this back to Dallas, and we'll get a return. The 10. Up through the defense, down at the 14. A solid punt at the end of the day. Multiple flags coming in again here. That was after the kick was sent over. Let's see who this one will be on. This could be a block in the back. Let's find out what it is. Multiple flags coming in against the Dallas Cowboys here. Dallas Cowboys will have the football. I think it was after the catch was made by Cropper, so let's find out. I love it when I call it right. That's going to be an illegal block in the back, guys. That will be against the Dallas Cowboys. This will be a penalty here, and so the Dallas Cowboys, instead of being on the what would have been like the 15-yard line, that will back them up to the 7. So the Dallas Cowboys will have a very long field here when we get back from this commercial break. So illegal block in the back of the Dallas Cowboys. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the Dallas Cowboys' own 7-yard line. All right, guys, let's do a quick poll here. Thanks for y'all checking in. 280 votes coming in. Will the Dallas Cowboys score on their opening drive? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Will the Dallas Cowboys score on their opening drive? Y'all let me know. Jeff Metterling, we're going to read some comments now, guys. We're in the middle of a commercial break in between the first drive and the next drive here, so comment time. Robert Zamora saying yes. Simon Plummer saying no, siree. Cowboys for Life saying yes. I see you. Maria La Chica, I see you out there. Gary and James and Laney all saying no way. Pringle, I like your take right there saying go Cowboys. Corey saying nah, fam. P-Style saying yes. Suzanne saying H. I think that's in between the Y and the N, so that's literally on my keyboard in between the Y and the N, so that's very confusing, Suzanne. Shout out to Laura Thompson saying no. Brandy and Lucinda, hello, ladies. Good luck tonight, says Rhonda Davis. Terry saying no way. Jeff Medley saying no, but I'm happy to enjoy some football tonight. Let's go, Jeff. Let's go, Jeff. Jacob B, what's up, homie? Appreciate you, my friend. Suzanne saying no. Back for my 3rd year. Loving your style. Thanks, Kyle. Cheers to you, bro. Appreciate you being here. John Maldonado checks into the conversation. John saying penalties show a lack of discipline. That's on the coaches or players who don't listen, says John Maldonado. Shots fired. Bang, bang. D. Bynes saying no. Anonymous says, I hope not. All right, guys. Well, we'll see what happens here. The opening drive for the Baltimore Ravens, you can see it here on this side, guys. Cooper Rush completed 2 of 3 passes for just 21 yards. Oh, by the way, if you turn your phone sideways and go into full screen mode, you can put your fingers on the screen and zoom in on the stats that are listed over here. So the Dallas Cowboys, Joe Milton going to come out right now for the Dallas Cowboys to open this thing up. Let's effing go, guys. You're watching Football Nation. I appreciate y'all giving me some of your time today. Happy Saturday. Single back formation for the Dallas Cowboys from the 7-yard line. There's a handoff and a short gain for our running back here. It's going to be Miles Sanders who will pick up a yard on that one. This will bring up a 2nd down and 9. Call it a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. So Miles Sanders gets the carry to open up here for the Dallas Cowboys. This says 1 yard, but it says 2nd down and 8 from the Dallas 9, so I don't know. It actually looks like a 1-yard pickup. I'm going to go with my eyes instead of the scoreboard over here. All right, guys. Again, single back formation. Joe Milton will toss to the left-hand side, and a stiff arm for Miles Sanders. Sanders goes backwards in a big way. It's dropped at the 3-yard line. A huge loss there, a loss of 5 for Miles Sanders. That does not help the team. It brings up a 3rd down and 13. Here is Joe Milton time. Milton, what do you do? Sanders? Don't make me question this, man. Don't make me question this. Here we go. Joe Milton, what you got, buddy? We need you right now, Milton. Show us why you got drafted. A shotgun formation. Milton in his own end zone. The blitz coming in. He's under pressure. He gets dropped, and it's a safety. And the Ravens will score 2 points right there. A big hit and a safety. The Dallas Cowboys going backwards, and they will end up having to kick this football back to Baltimore. Oh, my gosh. What a terrible, terrible sequence here. The dude is not even paying attention. The blitz comes in. He is absolutely drilled by Martin on that play. Welcome to the NFL, Martin, doing a great job right there. Man, that was rough. That was rough to watch. I'm not even going to lie. Chandler Martin. No, it looks like a different Martin. I don't even see him on this depth chart here. Either way, bad offensive look here for the Dallas Cowboys. And those of you who said no, you guys were right. So, okay, that's fine. Hakuna Matata, a quick, I didn't even want to say a 3 and out here. This is just total yards for the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, man. John Shipley, thank you for subscribing, my friend. Honestly, bad start for both teams. The Baltimore Ravens will be getting the football back. It's going to be a 1st and 10 here. Terrible play here. Whoever said that Joe Milton was the guy is clearly blind. Regardless, though, total offense for the Baltimore Ravens, 19 yards for Baltimore, -7 yards for the Dallas Cowboys. Yo no sé, mi amigo. Vamos a ver cómo va a acabar este juego porque al momento no estoy muy contento con lo que estoy viendo. We're going to find out. Okay, guys. Browns took out the Eagles. It means nothing, but it's cool. Spike D just subscribed. Appreciate you, Spike. Fist bumps to you, bro. Don't know if people are even subscribing based off of this live stream or if it's based off of another piece of content that I released. For whatever reason, sometimes it tells me when people subscribe. Sometimes it doesn't. We are on a mission, guys. We're trying to get to 37,000 subscribers right now. And I cannot do it without y'all. So, if we can get to 37,000 before the end of today, I'll be super stoked. I'm going to take a quick look here and see what's going on. We're sitting at very close to 36.8, so we need to pick up 200 more. 38K today, says Owl on the Prowl. I don't think we'll get to 38. We're just trying to get to 37 at this moment. So, if you guys are out there, stick around. If I can keep your attention for a couple of drives, y'all know what to do. I will ask again in the second quarter. We're not going to ask every 5 minutes. We're going to ask once per quarter for those of you guys who are still with us whenever I do ask again. No jacket, just skin, says Greasy Fight. I see you. All right, man. So the Dallas Cowboys will concede 2 yards, or 2 points, I should say, after the safety. Here is the kickoff, and Brandon Aubrey will put this in the landing zone. Baltimore to bring this one out. And here's the return for the Ravens. Ravens going to go down at about the 27-yard line. Baltimore going to start this drive on their own 27-yard line. Line to gain is the 37, 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Over-under for today, guys. Over-under for today is actually 37 points, and Dallas is 1.5-point underdogs in this one. Schottenheimer having a quick conversation with Milton on the sideline. Milton looking up, a little concerned. That's embarrassing, bro. You're an embarrassment. Sorry, not sorry. Let's go ahead and start the clock, guys. I'm about 30 seconds behind. 1st and 10, 27-yard line. Here's the snap and a handoff to the running back. This will be a run around the right-hand side. Solid gain of 8 yards for Ali on this one. So this will bring up a 2nd down and 2. 8 yards per carry will be a very good way to start this one. So Rasheen Ali, the main ball carrier right now. So last game, guys, he had 9 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown. Already today, he's got, well, I guess those will be the first few yards for him. 2nd down and 2. Here we go. We've got an offset I formation. Cooper Rush from the 35-yard line will hand this off to Ali, and he will go nowhere on there. He is stuffed. This will bring up a 3rd down and 2. I like it. 3rd down and 2. Football remains at the Baltimore 35-yard line. Appreciate you guys. Nana, thanks for checking in. Nair Dunn saying, let's go, Cowboys. Spike D, I see you, my friend. Thanks, guys, for keeping that chat flowing. John Jackson, thanks for being in the chat. Appreciate you, Jeff Metterling. So 3rd down and 2. The clock is ticking. Cooper Rush under center from the 35-yard line. offset I formation. They will snap and hand off to the back. He goes around the formation, and it looks like Rasheen Ali will pick up 5 more yards, and this will end up bringing up a first down. So, first down here for the Baltimore Ravens, first down, and this will move the sticks with 9:45 left to go. Let's reset this here. 1st and 10 coming up. Football now to the Baltimore Ravens 40-yard line. Ravens scoring the first points of the game off of a safety. Ravens defense showing up big time. Cooper Rush looks like he's starting to get settled in right now with this Ravens offense. He is in an I formation. Pump fakes to the left. Will hand off to the back again. Ali gets tagged, and he will go down, but not before picking up 8.5 yards. 2nd down and short here coming up. It's like a 2nd down and 2, maybe a 2nd down and 1. Baltimore 48-yard line. Just shy of midfield right now. 2 more yards would put them at midfield, and 2 more yards would give them a first down. I appreciate you guys sticking around watching this live stream with me. We're trying to get our average view duration on today's live stream up to 5 minutes, guys. So if you're watching right now, give me 5 minutes of your time. Let's finish this drive. 2nd down and 1 is what I see. A wind up, a throw, the catch made on the left-hand side. Another catch made by Walker for another first down for Baltimore. First down, Baltimore Ravens. First down for the Baltimore Ravens. What is the score, asks Mohican Machine 99. Mohican Machine, you can see the score above my head. It's above my head, buddy. The score is 2-0. Here we go. We've got a single back formation right now. Looks like Johnson is in on this play. Here's the snap, and Cooper Rush will hand off to Johnson. Johnson running with some aggression there. Johnson picks up about 7 yards down to the Dallas Cowboys 36-yard line. Big gain here brings up a 2nd down and 3. So a 7-yard gain, 2nd down and 3. And, man, is there any stopping this Baltimore Ravens team? There is, but not if you're the Dallas Cowboys defense. It's killing me, man. It's killing me. This is going to be a rough season, guys. We got to see something better out of this. And, you know, Eberflus being part of the Dallas Cowboys organization now, I don't know how well that's going to look for us or how good that's going to be, or Brandon Staley for that fact. Here's a handoff once again, guys, and this will end up being another first down picked up here for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10. Jerry Jones doesn't even care if his team wins or loses anymore. Jerry Jones just interested in making some drama and being the center of attention and selling seats. Shout out to you, Daniel. I see you, bro. The run is going to cook us, says Cowboys for life. I see you, man. I hear you, bro. I feel your pain. 1st and 10 coming up, this time from the 29-yard line. Baltimore Ravens inside of Dallas Cowboys territory. You can tell because the drive chart down below is showing you visually where they are. Here's the snap, looking right, throwing right. A soft spot almost intercepted there on a dropped pass. Luckily for the Dallas Cowboys, the catch wasn't made. Kaiir Elam was there, should have picked that off. Instead, bro, you should have picked that off. It was right there for the taking. It was literally there for the pickings. Oh, let's stop the clock. So 6:57 left to go. 6:57 left to go. That incomplete pass brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. The football remains at the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to the running back. This will go short gain right here. A gain of about a yard will bring up a 3rd down and 9 as Johnson goes around the right tackle to the Dallas 28 for 1 yard. Kaiir Elam is there, and Bell is there to make the stop for the Dallas Cowboys. So now a 3rd down. 3rd down and 9. Let's get the clock ticking once again. Jackie M., I see you. I will always be a Dallas Cowboys fan for life. But honestly, I'm tired of Jerry Jones. He doesn't care about the team if they win or lose. I'm with you, Jackie. I 100% agree with what you're saying. Here we go. Shotgun formation. Baltimore Ravens. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right, and Cooper Rush takes the snap, staring left the whole way. Cowboys defense is all over him, but cannot break up that pass, and Walker, another reception for him, another first down. Guys, it's the first quarter, and Walker already has 4 receptions for 42 yards, 8 fantasy points in the first quarter in full-point PPR formats here. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Baltimore Ravens, and this puts us inside the red zone for the first time today for either team. So we go inside the red zone now. Baltimore Ravens, 17 yards away from pay dirt. Single back formation. And it looks like Cooper Rush is calling an audible at the line right now. Waiting for the snap. Rush under center takes it. He will hand it off to his back. This will be a run, and this will be good for a first down. An 11-yard run on that play. Rasheen Ali. Another big first down. First down for the Baltimore Ravens. This puts them at the Dallas Cowboys 7-yard line. Knocking on the door right now. Looks like Baltimore wants in. First and goal. First and goal, ladies and gentlemen. First and goal coming up. Single back formation. And now we've got an I formation as the fullback is there. Here's the snap and a handoff to Ali. Ali tries to go around the left-hand side. He is swarmed by a bunch of Cowboys jerseys. There is the stop. It brings up a second down and goal. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Stop the clock with 5:07. Holding, offense, back him up. Come on. Let's find out what it is. Could be. Let's go. Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down. So it'll be a first and goal, this time from the 17-yard line, repeat first down. First and goal backs them up to the 17. Let's see what happens here. Mark Coe saying, I say have fun, Jerry. Fans are going to hate you no matter what. They won't hate Jerry Jones if he can actually win a championship and stops being an idiot. But we are inside the red zone right now. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers. That's something that Jason Garrett would have said. Just go out there and have fun, Coach Clapp. There's the play on the left-hand side. The catch was made. Another wide open grab for Walker again. Walker, 47 yards and another reception here. He's going to score he's going to score the receiving touchdown. Second and goal, guys. That catch, the tackle, the stop was made at about the 11-yard line. Second and goal from the 11. Baltimore Ravens still have the football. They are on the move. The score is 2-0. Ravens scored earlier in the game off of a safety on the Cowboys' opening drive. Here we go. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Waiting for the snap is Cooper Rush. Looking to score against his former team. Rush pump fakes. Rush has plenty of time in the pocket, but then he scrambles. He looks right. He throws right in and out of the hands of the intended receiver there. Looks like it was meant for Johnson, the running back. That pass is incomplete. Stops the clock with 4:01. This brings up a third and goal from the 11-yard line. Come on. Cowboys need another stop right now. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Christina, saying, woo football. What's up, gorgeous? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, guys, here we go. Here we go. Finishing off this drive right now, the Baltimore Ravens looking for the answer. Third down and goal. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, and a running back in the shotgun here. Looking towards the right, doesn't like it. Cooper Rush running out of time, has to scramble, will shoot to the end zone, overthrows. Pass is incomplete. 4th down, and the Dallas Cowboys get another stop here. 4th and goal with 11 yards to go. The field goal unit will come out, and we will see Justin Tucker's replacement coming in right now. We will see Justin Tucker's replacement coming in right now. So Tyler Loop to kick right now. That's actually my kicker in our fantasy league, guys. That's the guy that I drafted. Let's see if Tyler Loop is any good right here. Fingers crossed. For my fantasy team, not so much. Obviously, this one doesn't matter. It's just a preseason game, guys. But to make it 5-0, a very interesting score. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is straight down the middle. And the Baltimore Ravens will get 3 points on the board. So the Baltimore Ravens score. It is now 5-0, and the Dallas Cowboys will be getting the football back with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Remember, the Dallas Cowboys will also be getting the football after halftime, guys, because they did kick off to start the game. Okay, so we got a 1st and 10 coming up when we get back from this commercial break, and the Dallas Cowboys will have the football. Oh, I forgot to show that this was a 29-yard field goal attempt. That's something that I'll have to get used to here as well, field goal attempts. It's another thing that I can actually show here, right? A 29-yard field goal attempt was good for the Baltimore Ravens. Yada, 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 just another moving part. Okay, let's read some more comments for you guys. All right, y'all. One of my favorites to get y'all out here. Let's see. Laura Thompson checking in. What up, Laura? Laura saying, thank you, defense. We finally stopped the Ravens. Dorian saying, brave hold. Let's go, Cowboys. What up, Dorian? Appreciate you, my friend. Mohican Machine saying, what's the score? Mohican Machine, I'm going to say this one time, bro. If you have time to look at your phone and type in the words, what's the score, after I just said the score, I'm not going to help you out, bro, because if you have the time to type in your chat box and say that you have the time to look at the score, it's right above my head, bro. Okay, here we go. Lakers and Cowboys. I hate each team equally, says Owl on the Prowl. I see you, Corey Starr, saying Cowboys are jinxed ever since the Seahawks beat them in the playoffs. You mean ever since Tony Romo muffed the snap right there and couldn't hang on to it? Every time, man, I'm telling you. Any predictions for Padres and Dodgers, says Cowboys for life. I'm going to go with the Dodgers in that one. I'm going to go with the Dodgers on that one for sure. Mr. Green checks into the conversation. Mr. Green saying preseason doesn't matter, but Raiders still got to win that game against the 49ers. I mean, hey. How are you doing? Happy to be here. Me too, Dorian. Appreciate you. Mr. Green saying, boss, bad loss morally, says Mr. Green. Daniel saying cliche. Don't want to add the Yankees to that? No, not really. Okay, I see you, Sheree Rodriguez. I see you, Cowboys for life. I see you, Mr. Green. All right, guys, so after the score there, the Baltimore Ravens are going to kick off back to the Dallas Cowboys. Baltimore Ravens are going to kick off here to the Dallas Cowboys. The score is 5-0. Can we please sign Parsons already? Chris, I've been saying that all week, bro. I've been saying that for like 2 weeks now at this point. Here is the kickoff, and we all going to get a return. Ooh, nice and shifty right here. Gets out to about the 23-yard line. Dallas Cowboys going to start this drive from the 23. That Ravens defense came in hot real quick, guys, so it's going to be a long field here for the Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10, guys. They're saying that the player to watch today is Jonathan Mingo. Player to watch today is Jonathan Mingo. Let's see if he can actually contribute today. It's not even going to come down to Mingo. It's going to come down to Joe Milton and whether or not he is going to be able to perform. Can Joe Milton get the job done here? Can the Cowboys win this? It's a serious question, asks Young G. Possibly. Possibly. I think they can. It is preseason, so anything is possible. Here we go, guys. 1st and goal coming up. No, that's not a 1st and goal. It's a 1st and 10. My TV says 1st and goal. That's just wrong. Pass to the left-hand side. Jalen Tolbert makes the grab for 2 yards. It's still 2 yards. It's not great, but it's at least going in the right direction for the Dallas Cowboys. That's the first forward pass for the Dallas Cowboys today. Joe Milton, first completion. First pass, first completion. This is a first forward pass. 2 yards right now. 3 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. 2nd down and 8. Dallas Cowboys to the 25-yard line. Milton takes the snap. Little play action. He goes the opposite way. He's got space. He winds up and throws. A difficult throw right there. The pass is incomplete. Stops the clock. Milton throwing into double coverage. Not able to read this defense. That brings up a 3rd down and 8 with 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. We're going to keep this one ticking until we get to where it's got to get to. 3rd down and 8. Hopefully it's not another 3 and out here for the Dallas Cowboys. I've got my fingers crossed, guys. Here we go. 3rd down. Dallas Cowboys need to move the sticks here. 3rd and 8. 25-yard line. Joe Milton will back up into the shotgun here. Can he get this done? They're showing blitz. They will rush 4. Good line discipline here. Milton will shoot deep downfield, and that's a bad drop right there from Cropper. Oh, Jalen Moreno Cropper dropping a beautiful pass right there. That I will give credit to Milton. But I will also say Milton throwing another bullet pass. He kind of had to. That one had a little more touch than the previous ones. This will bring up a 4th down. It does stop the clock here with 2:57. But 4th down coming up. Dallas Cowboys will have to punt. Jalen Moreno Cropper, bro. Hot trash right there. You should have caught that one. That was in your hands. Honestly, the passes, it doesn't get better than that. If you're in the NFL, you got to make that catch. There was separation. You had space. That was just a drop. Signaled a fair catch right here, guys. It will be a fair catch at about the 27-yard line, and possession changes over to the Baltimore Ravens. 2 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. We will get a change of personnel right now. CeeDee Lamb having a couple of words with Cropper Moreno on the side right now. It'll be a 1st and 10 when we get back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching this live stream today once again. Those of you who are new to the channel, let's talk some stats right now. Let's actually talk the next couple of games here for the Dallas Cowboys. So, we're still in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left to go in the first. Going to move my old man chair over to the side. Guys, Dallas Cowboys' next preseason game. They will be playing against the Atlanta Falcons, and we will see the starters probably for both of the teams get at least one sequence in so that they can get up to NFL speed. The opening game of the NFL season is going to be the Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles, and something tells me that Eagles fans might be a little jarred when they see what our starters can actually do. I will say, man, that was a beautiful throw from Joe Milton. That was a solid throw from Joe Milton. You got to make that catch. That was clearly a dropped pass from Jalen Cropper Moreno. That's Moreno-Cropper, and still just an embarrassing play right there. He knows he wants that one back, but he's not going to get it back. Anyways, after that Thursday night football game, guys, it's going to be a long week. The Dallas Cowboys will probably be bruised and battered after that game against this bruiser of a defense here in the Philadelphia Eagles, so they will have 10 days to lick their wounds before they've got another divisional matchup here with the New York Giants. Then in week 3, guys, the Cowboys will be going to Chicago to face the Bears. And then in week 4, Cowboys will be hosting the Green Bay Packers. My wife being a Cowboys fan, we literally keep this very close by as well. The giant cheese head that we got in Wisconsin when we were up there. It's legit, man. It's a legit cheese head. It's squishy. It's solid. She's a Packers fan. I'm a Cowboys fan. The Christmas tree is divided. It's just the way it goes. 5-0, Peter. I don't know. I ain't got no time to watch football, says Mohican Machine. I'll be here, bro. I'll be here. I will be here. All right, guys. Let's take a quick look. Now at the other side, since we are in this commercial break, guys. Commercial break almost over, but just at a glance, guys, Ravens do have the Commanders for preseason next week. This is actually incorrect. I got to flip-flop this. Ravens will be at home. Buffalo will be visiting Baltimore for that one. Then we've got week 2, guys. We'll get to this in a minute. Let's get back to the action here. All right, guys. Hey-o, let's turn that off. Ain't nobody scored. So, from the 27-yard line, Cooper Rush, 1st and 10, will take the snap. Here's the handoff, and this will be no gain right now. This will start the clock, though. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Football will stay at the Baltimore Ravens 28-yard line. The Ravens have a very weird score right now, guys. We know that you score in 3s and 6s in the NFL. 7s if you get the extra point attempt, or even 8s, but you don't normally see 5 to something in this league. The game is 5-0 right now. Baltimore Ravens up over the Dallas Cowboys after getting a safety and a field goal. This one is going to be another run that is stuffed here by the Dallas Cowboys. This will bring up a 3rd down and 9. Good stop for Dallas. We might see another 3 and out here this time for the Baltimore Ravens. Okay, guys. So it looks like a 3rd down. They're going to give him 2 yards on this one. 3rd down and 8 coming up. They're showing Shamar James, number 50, the linebacker here out of Florida for the Dallas Cowboys, who made that stop right there. Camera is zoomed in on Donovan Azura. I'm not even going to try that one. 3rd down and 8. Here's the snap. The pressure coming in. This one is going to be picked off by the Dallas Cowboys. This could be a pick 6. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Let's go. That is intercepted for a touchdown here. The Dallas Cowboys will get a pick 6 on the board. Looks like Booth will return that one for a 40-yard touchdown. Dallas Cowboys get 6 back, and they do take the lead. The extra point attempt coming up. Andrew Booth with a pick 6. 4 years of experience. Love having Andrew Booth on the team out of Clemson. 6 foot tall, wearing number 25, 194 pounds of full speed right there. Dallas Cowboys finally get on the board. Let's go. I'm good with it. I like it. 1:31 left to go in the first. We're going to get that field, the extra point attempt here. Brandon Aubrey to kick this one to make it a 2-point game. Brandon Aubrey will kick the extra point attempt. It is good, and the score is now 7-5. So the Ravens will be getting the football back. Dallas Cowboys now up by 2. Good eyes right there, watching Cooper Rush the whole time. I love how he just played back a little bit. He watched that happen the whole way. Beautiful. He was looking behind him, and then he realized, oh, snap, I got to go forward. Let's keep our eyes going downfield. Good play. Good touchdown. Dallas Cowboys take the lead. Okay, so it's there. It's good. We're good, guys. We're good. All right, let's go ahead and end this one. And let's go ahead and ask a very different question. It's similar. It is similar, but let's start the poll right now. Not who do you think is going to win, guys. Who are you rooting for in this one? Cowboys or Ravens? Who are you rooting for? Or maybe even who are you rooting against, if that's the case? Thank you, Booth, says Laura Thompson. Appreciate you, Laura. All right, guys. Thanks, CM. See you later. What's up, old school? Appreciate you. Back for another season. We got Lush Limey in the house. 1 minute and 31 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Dat one criminal, I see you. Let's go, bro. He says, you know, we're kind of screwed this year, right? Yeah, we'll see. Here we go. The 15-20, slipping down at the 20-yard line. He's down by himself. Nobody touched him. He fumbled the football. And if he fumbles the football with nobody touching him, the Dallas Cowboys could recover this one. I think the Dallas Cowboys laid down on top of it. Let's see what the officials have to say. They're going to say it's Ravens football. Okay, I got excited for nothing here. He slipped, coughed up the football. I mean, he went down and fumbled the football by himself. Nobody touched him, so that could have been recovered by a Dallas Cowboys player had they gotten down on top of it, but that's clearly recovered by the Baltimore Ravens. A beautiful opportunity for the Dallas Cowboys missed right there. That would have put them in great field position. Here we go. 1st and 10, though, coming up for the Baltimore Ravens, this time from the 24-yard line. Thank you for that super chat right there. Here's the snap, looking left, feeling the pressure. He will wind up and throw on the screen. My gosh, he was in trouble right there. Cooper Rush under duress right now. Let's reset all of this, guys. That was a 1st and 10. That pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10 with 1:21 left to go in the first. Whew. Dirty Duck. Thanks for checking in, Dirty Duck. Appreciate you. Welcome back, my friend. How about these Dallas Cowboys right now? Sup, Robert, says Thad. What's up, Thad? How you doing? Thad Castle? Appreciate that. 61% rooting for the Cowboys. I see you guys out there. We've got a shotgun formation. We've got motion on the field here trying to determine if this is going to be man coverage or not. It's a toss to the left-hand side. Good defense by the Dallas Cowboys chasing down the man right there. Rasheen Ali will pick up 2 yards. This brings up a 3rd down and 8. Dallas Cowboys starting to look inspired now. Damon Clark doing a little dance out there after that tackle. Damon Clark was there to get the tackle. 1 minute left to go in this one, so let's just go ahead and add the minute and start the clock. So 1 minute left to go here in the first quarter, guys. We'll get one more play, maybe 2 more plays. You got Joe Milton for over 120 passing yards. He had 147 last time, so maybe it's possible. We'll see how long he's out there. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. 3rd down and 8 from the 26-yard line. Looking right, throwing right. Catch is made. This will be a 1st down at the 42-yard line. Beautiful chance to make a play right there, but a better play by Wade. A better play made by Wade right there of the Baltimore Ravens. Good job right here for Wade. So Ravens picking up a good one. Let's scroll by and see if he's even in this. He's not even on the roster just yet. He's still fighting for a roster spot. So Wade is fighting for a roster spot. Let's see what happens here. I appreciate that $2 super chat, Lush Limey. All right, guys. So as y'all know, during these, that's the end of the first quarter. Let's reset this because we did just pick up a big first down after that 16-yard catch by Wade on that play. And this takes us to the end of the quarter, guys. Let's move on to quarter number 2. Quarter number 2, let's reset the timer here. Possession is still with the Baltimore Ravens. We're past the 40-yard line. Drive chart is down below. Down below for you guys. All right, y'all. So a quick commercial break. Okay. Trade Micah. We need lots more, says Greg. I mean, that's not a terrible take, guys. I'm going to read some of the comments here since we are in the middle of this commercial break. I think that'll just be the right move right now. So, guys, any hot takes for this game right now? Anything that you want to, send it right here, full send? I see Dat1 saying Aubrey, best player we got, but they better keep Parsons or it's over, says Dat1 Criminal. Greg saying we got to trade Micah Parsons because we need a lot more than just one player. Let's see. We got Milton, 2 yards, first quarter. Yeah, it's a rough one, John Maldonado. Quinn Hardy saying, let's go, boys. We're back. I see you out there. Everson Walls, Miles Austin, DeMarcus Ware. I chiefin for them. I'm definitely Cowboys alumni. Love it, Dorian. Cheers to you, my friend. Looks like Must Be Nice 2020 saying Dallas needs a dependable running back. We'll see what Javonte Williams can deliver this year for Dallas. How can I check if I'm still subscribed? You won't be allowed to hit the subscribe button, Kyle. You wouldn't be allowed to hit the subscribe button if that's the case. Let's see. What's up, Must Be Nice? All right, guys, let's do a quick Q&A. Should have done this at the start of this commercial break, but where are you watching from? Shout out to all of you guys who are in this channel for the first time. I appreciate you guys. And a very special shout out to all of you guys who are back for year 2, back for year 3, whatever it might be. By the way, guys, this channel will be turning 3 years old in December. I made my very first live stream in December of 2022 under the pseudonym of Football Nation, under the name of Football Nation. So this channel will be turning 3 years old this December. Let's see where the Cowboys are at when we get there. Appreciate y'all in the chat area from Tennessee, from San Antonio. Don Milland, me too, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to Easy in Detroit. Had a bad time to ask the question, guys. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking right, throwing right. We're going the opposite way now. The catch is made. It was a 1st and 10. Looks like Kohler will pick up a couple of yards right now. 2nd down. Keeps the clock ticking. Let's get this clock going here. A pickup of 2 yards. Janet in Nebraska. I see you, Janet. Robert Samora in that 2-1-0, just like us. We are live in San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City, baby. 2nd down and 8. The score is 7-5. Dallas Cowboys with a 2-point lead. I formation, Cooper Rush under center. Another handoff to the running back, and this time Ali will pick up some yardage here. It was a 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 8. He picks up 6. It brings up a 3rd down and short. 3rd down and 2 coming up. The clock is still hot. Shout out to Laney out in Tennessee. Sheree in New Mexico. See you later, saying has become a member. Appreciate you, CMC. Let's scroll down just a little bit. We got a man out in Compton. We got Catherine in Witter. Is that Arizona? Arkansas. Arizona, Arkansas? I don't even. Okay. We got another play coming up right here. 3rd down and 2 from the 50-yard line. This is going to break big. The 50, the 40, the 35, down at the 34-yard line. Call that a 16-yard gain for Johnson. And the Baltimore Ravens will pick up a big 1st down on 3rd down and 2. All they needed was 2. They went ahead and picked up 16. That'll work. Keeps the clock ticking. Shout out to everyone in Illinois out there. Shout out to Lance Bauer saying, Texan fan here, brother. Enjoy listening and watching your channel. Appreciate you, Lance. 2.5 years in. Let's go. Here we go, y'all. Shotgun formation, this time from the 34-yard line. We got 2 receivers left, 3 receivers left. The tight end getting ready to go here. Here's the snap. Excuse me. I was totally mistaken. We had a bad throw right here on this play. Stops the clock with 12:56 left to go. Incomplete pass does bring up a 2nd down and 10. Let's go ahead and stop the clock here with the 12:56 left to go. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, it was a terrible time for me to ask that question. Shout out to everyone in Texas, man. Candace, I see you in Jacksonville, Florida. I want to read all those comments. Next time I do it, I'm going to have to ask that question at the start of a commercial break, not at the end of it. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 10 from the 34-yard line. The Baltimore Ravens in Cowboys territory. A pass to the flat in the backfield. Down at the 30, a pickup of about 4. There's an injury on the field here, and it's Damon Clark? No. Harmon was injured on the play. We do have an injured Dallas Cowboy hanging on to the hamstring. He's unbuckling his helmet. Uh-oh. A 3rd down and 6 now coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys after the 4-yard gain. Excuse me, for the Baltimore Ravens after the 4-yard gain. So Bruce Harmon is down on the ground. 12 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. The football to the 30, and we go to a commercial break. Now I'm going to read the comments. Okay, guys, so to everybody who checked in, now I'm going to try to read all of these out here. I'm going to do my best. If I don't get to yours, I'm going to start from... Let's start with Peter Hahn's comment here saying, from my Samsung phone. Shout out to you, Peter Hahn. We've got Rock Lobster. Rock Lobster? What up, saying Maine Cowboy? I love you, Rock Lobster. What a name, bro. You almost got me singing there. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay. Santa Cruz, California today, says Mr. Green. We got Greenwood, South Carolina for Anika Childs. What's up, Anika? Thanks for checking in. That's a new name, I believe. Let's take another look. Rhonda checking into the conversation. East Texas. I'm going to scroll down just a hair. Let's go back up to see him. See you later. We got Purple Raven in Michigan. Obi-Wan Jedi Knight. Shout out to you. May the force be with you, Obi-Wan. I actually just changed my fantasy football name in my sleeper league to Jacoby One Kenobi, because I've got Jacoby Myers out there coming off his first 1,000-yard season with the Raiders, mind you. Okay, guys, Thad Reck in North Carolina. Chris Garcia watching from San Antonio, Texas. Let's go, San Antonio, that 2-0. Lance Bowers in Pecos, Texas. Cuban saying Taco Bell. Yo quiero Taco Bell. You already know, bro. John Maldonado saying in Ensenada, Baja California. I don't know where Ensenada is, but that's cool for me. Bluefield, West Virginia. Never heard of Bluefield. Portland, Oregon for Cuban B47. Scroll up just a hair once again. Got some new names in the house. Did CeeDee Lamb play? No, CeeDee Lamb did not play today. We got Ocean City by the name Old Fart. True Crime Investigator just subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you, True Crime. We got... Let's see, Puyallup, Washington. Appreciate that. I miss Texas. I lived in Grand Prairie. Love it. Corpus Christi in the house. Sleeper League? Yeah, Sleeper League. Sleeper League, question mark. Yeah, so there's a draft platform called Sleeper. It's a dynasty league. Should have said dynasty league, but Sleeper is the platform. So you've got I don't know, ESPN, you've got Yahoo that you can draft on, you've got CBS that you can draft on, you've got, I don't know, Fantasy Pros that you can draft on. You can do all of your fantasy football drafts, but one of my favorites is Sleeper for Dynasty. 3rd down and 6. We're back from the commercial break. Guys, let's get back to football. I will read some comments during the next commercial break. 3rd down and 6 after the injury. Here's the snap, the pressure coming in, the blitz, a deep shot downfield, and the grab is not going to be there. They're going to say keep the clock ticking. Did he make the catch or not? So they're going to say that rush delivered a 25-yard pass. Let's watch it one more time. He goes around. There's the throw. The hands are up. I don't know, man. He got both feet down. There's a grab. Fighting for it. If they're going to pull that away from Dez Bryant, that is not a catch, bro. There's the challenge flag. Challenge flag comes in, guys. Quick challenge right here. I like the call. There is going to be a flag, and it is under review right now. Let's stop the clock with 11:54 left to go. So another quick commercial break. The coach's challenge is there. Brian Schottenheimer dropping the red flag to say, you know what? Why don't we take another look at this? Did he have full possession and full control. This one is under review. That white hat did not look too happy about calling that, about having to say that. Okay. Okay. Don't know why it keeps doing this to me over in the chat area. Michael, I'm going to do this for you, buddy. You're asking if CeeDee Lamb has played today. I'm going to tell you right now just to look at the stat board. That's why it's up here right now. First of all, no, he has not played today. He's a starter, and this is a preseason game. They're not going to risk their best player in a preseason game that isn't going to count towards their actual record. That's why he didn't play today. But just so you know, either way, you can see who has caught a pass and who hasn't caught a pass right here. This is updating in real time. This is there for you, bro. I got you covered, man. So don't worry. Let's see what the officials have to say. Oh, my gosh. After review, the ruling on the field stands. Okay, 11:54. I'm going to make a note here. 11:54 seconds left. Flag. Challenge flag. Stands. I'm taking notes because I'm going to do another skit at the end of the week, guys. Here we go. So 1st and goal after the challenge flag. That's going to cost the Dallas Cowboys a timeout here. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. So let's reset this. It'll end up being a 2nd down and goal. So 2nd and goal now. Clock is ticking. The clock is hot. That was rough to watch. I can't believe that they said that that was actually a catch. Now I want to try a puffy taco, says Rhonda Davis. Giggity. Chris saying, quickest review ever. Jeez. I want one rule challenge. Fumbling into the end zone. That was a fast review anyway, says Jackie M. 2nd and goal, guys. Here we go from the 4-yard line. Another handoff. This time Ali will get this one to the 2-yard line. And can the Dallas Cowboys get a stop? It's now a 3rd down and goal from the Dallas Cowboys 2-yard line. Can we get the stop? Derrick Henry on the sideline. Dude, his arms look like my quads. It's crazy. Okay, Devontae saying to answer the question, I'm watching from my Army unit. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you for your service, brother. Appreciate that very much, bro. 3rd and goal, excuse me. 3rd and goal, it actually looks like it's closer to the 3-yard line than it is the 2-yard line. Cooper Rush is under center in I formation. The play to the right-hand side, Rashee Ali trying to break through. The Dallas Cowboys defense there to get the stop. It'll bring up a 4th down and goal from the 1-yard line, maybe the 2, and this is going to be a go-for-it situation. So 4th and goal with the clock still ticking. The refs hate Jerry too, says P. Styles. Who is officiating this game, says Jeff Metterling. It's a good question. I don't even know all the officials for sure. This is why the refs get harassed. That's a BS call, says Janet Jones. I'm with you, Janet. I'm with you, Janet. What's up? How you doing? Thanks for checking in, Janet. Julie Grafton also in the house. Thank you for checking in, Julie. Here's the 4th down play, and he's going to scramble, and he's going to throw to the end zone, and the catch will be made because everyone was sleeping on it. It'll be a touchdown right here. Touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. Cooper Rush connecting in the back of the end zone right there with Kirkwood. Kirkwood on the grab for a 1-yard touchdown score. 1-yard touchdown reception makes the score 11-7. It's 7-11, Cowboys 7, Ravens 11. So, easy play right there, man. You should have had your man covered. You gave up on the play, and when you give up on the play, that's what happens. Number 39 should have been there to make that stop. Instead, terrible play. 4th down, go for it situation. I always ask myself, what would Dan Campbell do? And it paid off. So here's the extra point attempt. The kick is up. The kick is good from Looper. And the score, ow, I just bit my tongue. And the score is now 12-7 with 9:49 left to go. 9:49 left to go. The Dallas Cowboys will be getting the football back. Let's reset our scoreboard here. We will have a 1st and goal, or a 1st and 10, hopefully, depending on what happens with this kickoff. Shout out to Chris Baldwin checking into the chat. I don't know what was in their mind during that play, says Jack EM, just completely leaving him alone. You the GOAT. Nice name. I see you out there. You the GOAT saying, okay. RS saying, hello, everyone. Let's effing go. What up, RS? Appreciate you. All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, we are going to have a trivia quiz. You can hear the music change just a little bit here. And I believe that the quiz that I currently have up right now is last night's quiz. But I'm going to ask you guys 10 questions during halftime and test your knowledge against these two teams. Of course, this is kind of the idea right here, right? Like, who is the Kansas City Chiefs' all-time leader in career rushing touchdowns? You guys should be able to answer this one if you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. If you're not, well, then you can try your best luck and guess at this one. But we're going to do one like this for the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens today. I hope you guys are ready for it. We do this every single game with fresh new questions. Cannot wait for this one, guys. Okay, so halftime, we'll bring that. All right, y'all. How many of y'all are still new to this channel? Let's see how far this one goes. Look at that. Appreciate you guys. We are slowly climbing. The goal for today is to get to 37,000. We need 150 more, guys. If y'all are out there, smash that subscribe button. Help a brother out. So I asked it for the 2nd time today. I'm going to step away from that and not jinx it or ruin it, guys. If y'all are watching this live stream and you're finding some value from it, help a brother out. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Newbie in the house saying, Chris Baldwin, I see you. Used, not new, says CMC later. Hey-yo. Okie dokie. So we're going to get some action here. We're going to have the kickoff now for the Baltimore Ravens. We're going to send this back to the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys going to start with going to get the possession here in just a moment. William, I see you out there. Thanks for checking in. I'm also watching the game, says Aquastar. I hope you're enjoying my play calling at the same time, Aquastar. Cheers to you. Johnny Cabrera saying, where the game at? This is on the CW here in San Antonio, Texas. This is on the CW here in San Antonio, Texas. There is the kick, guys, and we will get a return from the 10, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. And it looks like Moreno Cropper going to try to push the pile. He gets out to about the 36-yard line. This will bring up a 1st down right here for the Dallas Cowboys. Michael Moore, thanks for subscribing. Like the Michael Moore? Because that would be pretty cool, man. Cheers to you. Definitely TV muted. Let's go, Aquastar. Fist bumps to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 1st and 10 coming up here for our Dallas Cowboys. There is an injured player on the field, however. Looks like a man with the last name Isaac is down for the Baltimore Ravens right now. This could take us to another commercial break here. This could take us to another quick commercial break, and it will be. So, now that we have this commercial break, guys, let's ask the question. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, guys. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. I saw what you said there, Peter Hahn. And I got you, bro. Shout out to my Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's go. Okay, so. All right, coolest profession wins, guys. What do you do for a living? You do not have to answer if you do not want to. This is my full-time job. I am a content creator. I am a YouTuber, and I am a live streamer. This is what I do. Shout out to you, CMC you later. Here we go. All right, guys, what do y'all do for a living out there? Watching from way down south, says Wade Tuckness. That chain is off the chain. Peter Hunt saying, I'm a distributor. Rock and roll. Retired and watch TV all day, says Robert Zamora. I love it. Salesforce product owner. I like that, Chris Baldwin. Aquastar saying naked chef. I love that. That sounds dangerous, especially if you're a man and you're cooking with grease or anything like that. Owl on the Prowl is a content creator. We got to stick together. Appreciate you, Owl on the Prowl. Shout out to Kyle Smith saying truck driver. I hope you're enjoying this content and you're getting some value out of it. Let's see. I sell churros, says Denise. D-Nice. What up, Denise? Appreciate you. Upholster headboards. Very, very niche right there. I bet that can be pretty lucrative. I help put on car shows. William, I know like nothing about cars, bro. I know a lot about computers. I know a lot about football and basketball. Cars are just kind of not my thing. I know a little bit about guitars. Jackie saying currently work at a restaurant, but I'm graduating from college next year to be a police officer. Jackie, I was a bartender and a waiter. I started waiting tables at the age of 15. And then as soon as I turned 21, I started bartending. I was a bartender from the ages of 21 all the way through the pandemic, which means, what, about 10 years? And I graduated after, I think I was 30. I was 30 or 31 when I graduated, so a late bloomer, and then I got into the computer science field. And you know what? This is just what I prefer to do. I'm a YouTuber all day, every day. Retired before marketing director. Appreciate that, Suzanne. 1st and 10 for our Dallas Cowboys, guys, from the 36-yard line. Here's the snap and a handoff. This play will go nowhere here. Miles Sanders will pick up 2 yards on 1st and 10. 1st and 10 brings up a 2nd down and 10. The clock will start ticking here. Can the Dallas Cowboys score a touchdown on this drive? Halftime coming up right now, guys. Halftime coming up quickly. Let's start a poll. Will the Cowboys score on this drive? Yes or no? You guys let me know right now. Thank you, Peter Hahn, for that super chat. Here's the snap and a handoff. This time he's going to run with a full head of steam. Looks like a big gain this time for, is that Miles Sanders on this one? Appreciate that, Peter Hahn. Much needed right there, sir. Much needed right there today. All right, guys, here we go. So that brings up a 1st down here for the Dallas Cowboys after that gain right there from our running back. Let's reset the clock right now. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. It looked like it was Miles Sanders who got the carry on that last play. They're actually measuring this, so let's stop the clock because they are taking a measurement right now. They are taking a measurement. Austin saying I work at a sawmill. Peter Hahn saying sweet chain. Appreciate you, Peter. Let's go. Scott is a house flipper. That can definitely be lucrative. A chef for NFL and NBA players privately in their home, says Dorian Hatchett. So here is going to be our first actual virtual measurement here. And the virtual measurement is going to reveal that this is clearly a 1st down. So 1st down here for the Dallas Cowboys based off where they marked this. I mean, there's not much to question. It's on the hash mark. It's so stupid that they're doing this. Like, look, the virtual measurement is actually pretty cool. I like the virtual measurement, but they are using it all the damn time. They, like, just play the game, bro. We can see. You don't need to bring out the chains when it's clearly a 1st down. Here's another play, and a couple of blocks ahead of him. Miles Sanders looks like he's turning back the hands of time. He picks up 8 yards on that play. Call it a gain of 7. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 now after that play for Miles Sanders. Big gain right here. 2nd down. Dallas Cowboys with the football. The football out to the Baltimore 47-yard line. So 2nd down and 3 to the Baltimore 47. Here comes a quick snap and a quick play. Sanders will get the carry here. He turns his back to the challenge and is driven backwards after picking up 2 yards. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. Do you swing the hammer once again? What do you do? Haven't had a whole lot, guys. In the first half of this game, Joe Milton has not been called on. Sanders already needs a breather. He says, bring someone else on, and he's swapped out right now. You can't be tired after 3 plays, Sanders. Come on, bro. Come on, big dog. Let's go. I know it's not Javonte Williams coming in, so we're going to see Deuce Vaughn out here right now. Here we go. Here's the snap, a little play action, and Joe Milton's number will be called up. There's the throw, and this is too far ahead of Jalen Moreno-Cropper once again. 4th down and 1. We are at the Baltimore 45-yard line. You know what my question's going to be? What would Campbell do? What would Campbell do? Here we go, guys. So 4th down and 1, 7 minutes and 37 seconds left to go. We've got ourselves a situation here. Single back formation. Joe Milton might scramble. They are showing a tight spot here. The Cowboys look like they picked it up, but let's see. This is going to be close. Let's see where they spot it. They might spot this one, and this is where you would actually need the measurement tool here, because this is just shy. 4th down and 1. This might be an inch short. I'm trying to see it from this angle. I'm trying to line it up with my eyes. This is going to be short by like 6 inches. Even if you bring out the chains, guys. I mean, look, you've got... It's so frustrating. You don't even need it for this one. I can tell you right now, they might challenge the spot of the football. Yeah, you might challenge the spot of the football, but you've already used your challenge. I don't like where they spotted that football. I think that's a bad spot job, and if that's where they spotted it, then that's where they spotted it. But it does stop the clock with 7:30. This might be a turnover on downs, guys. They went for it on 4th down and 1. They went for it on 4th down and 1 and handed it to the smallest running back in, like, NFL right now. Why would you run it on 4th down and 1 with Deuce Vaughn? It's going to end up being short. I can almost guarantee it, guys. So they're doing a measurement right now. They are doing a measurement right now, and I can almost guarantee it's not going to be enough. Done with that Red Bull. Let's read some comments here while we wait. They're taking their time right now. It looks so heavy, says Peter Hahn. She's so heavy. Let's see. They're going to call this no gain. They're going to say it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens football. So it's a turnover on downs, guys. They're going to mark this one short. I don't like where they put it, but it's going to be, they're going to say over a foot short. Bro, how can you not... Okay, I'm sorry, guys. But if you're looking at it and you're standing over the hash mark where the lines are literally on the football field, if you are standing over the hash mark, are you seriously going to tell me that you can't tell the difference between a foot and a half, bro? You don't need to use the damn measuring sticks every single time. I'm starting to get heated about that. I don't need to be getting heated about that, but it's starting to really irk me the way that they're calling this right now. Here we go. 1st and 10. We got a single back formation under center right now. Looks like Cooper Rush will do a little play action. He drops back, winds up, and throws. Catch will be made right there. Good for another 1st down. 1st down. Baltimore Ravens will pick it up this time. There you go. 1st down. Moves the sticks. Keeps the clock ticking. I'm not going to blame the refs for, well, I could blame them for that bad call. I don't like where they spotted the football. What I'm upset about isn't even where they spotted the football. I'm upset that they keep bringing out their virtual measuring tool when it is clearly obvious that it is short. You have literally 100 hash marks every yard. You should be able to tell if it's good or not. Here's the play. The 1st and 10 will end up being a pickup of 2 yards as Johnson goes around the middle there, goes up the middle to the Dallas Cowboys 39-yard line for a 2-yard gain. It's going to be a team tackle by Pride and Damon Clark. Okay, 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7 coming up right now. Real deal Holyfield's checking in right now. Got timed out for trash talking the Cowboys. I didn't see that, so it wasn't me. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 7, a shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Dropping back, looking right, throwing right. Catch is made. Ali will pick up some yardage, and this will end up being a gain for a 1st down. Call it a 10-yard gain. Call it a 10-yard gain on 2nd down and 7, and this will bring up a 1st down once again. 1st and 10 coming up, 6 minutes left to go in the first half here. Milton is taking Dak's spot. Caitlin, you're going to tell me that Milton, with a 25% pass completion today, 25%, he's completed 1 of 4 passes for 2 yards, that he's going to take Dak Prescott's spot? I don't think so. 1st and 10, guys. Here's the snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. Man, Ali is just a bruiser of a running back, man. He is just picking up yard after yard right now. That's a 6-yard gain on 1st down. This makes it 2nd down and 4. 2nd down and 4. Mark Coe saying, put in Greer over Milton. I'm over Milton. I understand first game nerves. I'm with you, Mark Coe, but at this point, oh, Caitlin's saying that's what they're saying. That just chaps my hide. There's a flag on the play, guys. So they're going to call this offsides. It looks like it's going to be offsides against the Dallas Cowboys. No, let's call this one more time. I'm going to see this pop up. It's going to be offsides right here. So it's actually going to be against the offense. The Baltimore Ravens with the football, they were lined up offsides. It's going to be a repeat of 1st down, so it'll actually end up being a 1st and 15 instead. 1st and 15 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens to the Dallas Cowboys 29-yard line. They are within field goal range. Let's see if they can score on this drive. Okie dokie. Janet saying Milton can't read the defense. That's what I'm saying. And he only knows how to throw bullet passes. He doesn't know how to throw with any kind of touch right now. Here we go, y'all. Dallas Cowboys on defense. 1st and 15 coming up. An I formation. There's the snap. Little play action. They will hand this off to the running back, and he goes backwards for a loss of 2. This will bring up a loss of 3. 2nd down and 18 coming up. Dallas Cowboys get a good stop right there. Let's start the clock once again. Dakota saying, opinion caliente. No me gustan los vaqueros, pero creo que harán el comodín. No sé lo que significa eso, Dakota. No sé lo que significa eso. Technically, that's not what he said at Maggie. Put Dak in, said Caitlin. Said Caitlin, I'm with you, but that's not happening today. Here's the snap, the throw to the left-hand side. Cooper Rush will connect with his running back he'll connect with Miller on the left-hand side here. Miller will bring this up for 4 yards. It will bring up a 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 14 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. Down at the Dallas Cowboys 33-yard line. I need to stay on track and stay on schedule, guys. I'm going to step away from the comments. I will read the comments when we get to a commercial break, guys. I will read some comments when we get to the commercial break. 3rd down and extra long. Let's see what happens here. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. 1 receiver on the left. Cooper Rush, the blitz comes in from the Dallas Cowboys. Good block up there for him. And this one's almost picked off. No flag on the play. Clean defense. Pride is there to make the stop. And this will bring up a 4th down. Dallas Cowboys will get the stop. The pass is incomplete, stopping the clock with about 4:02 left to go. 4th down and 14 coming up in the field goal unit for the Baltimore Ravens will come out. Dallas Cowboys, if this field goal is good, Dallas Cowboys will then be down by 8, which makes it a 1-possession game, but Dallas Cowboys need to stop playing from behind, that's for sure. All right, y'all, here we go. 4th down. Here's the kick from the left hash, guys. Play clock down to 5. The snap, the hold, the kick. The kick is up. The kick, a beautiful kick right there. That is good for 3 more points, and the Baltimore Ravens will score the field goal. The score is 15-7, and the Dallas Cowboys will be getting the football back here after that kick. Taking 5 seconds off the clock. Reset this, reset that. Okay, guys, Cowboys going to get the football back with about 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Looper. Dabs, I see you out there. We have 17 total yards. Put Greer in, says Mark Coe. Yeah, the defense is the only reason that we scored. It was off of a pick 6. Mark, I'm 100% with you. Milton is not the answer, guys. Sorry, not sorry. He's going to need a lot more development before he can be even considered a starter in this league. This is very, very different. By the way that the Dallas Cowboys have been practicing, I've been seeing some film coming out of Dallas Cowboys practice. Like, bro, they're literally playing with sticks and jumping around and doing yippee-ki-yay and, like, not even playing football. Like, they're out there. It's just go out there and have some fun, guys. Like, that's not what we need right now. The Dallas Cowboys need to win some games. They're more focused on their cheerleaders right now than they are on the actual football of things. Here we go. And there's nothing wrong with cheerleaders. Everybody likes cheerleaders. Here's the kick. This one goes to the Dallas Cowboys. This will be returned from the 5-yard line, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. And Moreno Cropper almost lets go of that football. Down at the Dallas Cowboys 27, a 1st and 10 coming up. Alan Barnes, appreciate you. Fist bumps to you, bro. Thanks for checking in. Can the offense please do something? Okay, guys, here we go. Will Joe Milton score a touchdown today? Will Joe Milton score a touchdown today? He has not been very productive. Shotgun formation. He takes the snap. He will wind up and deliver a rocket. The catch is made. A 12-yard gain. First down for the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe I got to keep talking trash and he'll start playing better. Keeps this one in bounds. Keeps the clock ticking. 1st and 10 now coming up for Dallas at the 39-yard line. Just shy of the 40. Dallas Cowboys, so far in this game, have not moved the football very well. You can see the total yardage right here, guys. We're at about 30. We're still shy of 30 yards today. Joe Milton has completed 2 of 5 passes. He will wind up and throw a deep shot downfield. It's over the head of the intended receiver. Make it 2 of 6. 2 of 6 today, an overthrown intended for Ryan Flournoy. That pass incomplete. 2nd down and 10. It does stop the clock, though. So stops the clock with 3:15. Dak Prescott on the sideline, kind of just looking around right now. Dak, I hope you're ready for this. Deuce Vaughn is the running back in right now for the Dallas Cowboys, and Deuce Vaughn is the reason that we didn't pick up that 1st down. If Miles Sanders would have just nutted up and just played that 4th down and won, we would have scored. We would have picked up that 1st down. Here's Deuce Vaughn on the carry. Deuce Vaughn will go forward, picks up about 5 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 6. Thanks, T-Mock. Welcome back. Appreciate you, my friend. 3rd down and 4 coming up. A 6-yard gain right there by Deuce Vaughn. I have Hungtond, says Anika Childs. Dr. Jeremy Hottenstein in the house. Thanks for following me on TikTok there as well, bro. Appreciate you. We got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Thanks for following Football Nation on all platforms. Here we go, shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back. Milton on 3rd down is in trouble. He has to scramble. He's on the run. He's going to get sacked. He's got to throw it away. He will throw it away. 4th down and 4 with 2 minutes and 29 seconds left to go. I think coaching might be in my crystal ball for you, says Wade Duckness. Honestly, with my son growing up, it might be. It might be. I mean, I've already officiated here in Texas. We've already done a couple of years of officiating. I was a back judge for a couple of years here. Looks like Deuce Vaughn is going to the locker room early. Is he walking back to the locker room or what? I don't know, man. Deuce Vaughn is not the guy. Small. They should have but they should have encouraged Sanders to stay out there for one more play when it really mattered. Sanders, 2nd on the depth chart if he wants that starting spot. You know what I mean? Signaled a fair catch, guys. That will be caught at about the 16-yard line. It was a 4th down and 4. The punt team sends this back to the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens now have the football, and this will be one final drive here, I suppose, for the Baltimore Ravens. We're 30 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. Drinking some Angels Envy. Ooh, I like me some whiskey, Dakota Martin. Deuce gonna get cut. I'm with you, James. I think he should have been cut a long time ago. He hasn't been very good. He's not very productive. I think he should be cut. Milton is trash, says Mark Warren. Okay. Here we go, guys. Dallas Cowboys now back on defense. Baltimore Ravens with the football. Here's the snap and a screen play on the right-hand side. Catch is made. Lots of blockers ahead of him. Picks up about 14 yards on the opening play right there. 1st down for the Baltimore Ravens. This moves the sticks up to about the 29-yard line. That play from the Baltimore 16 after the punt. This takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes. I'll just go ahead and fast forward this. 2-minute warning, guys. 2-minute warning. Dakota asking, are you calling the Bears game tomorrow night versus the Bills? I really, really wanted to, Dakota, but I have my Money League fantasy football draft tomorrow, the one that I wait. This is like the fantasy football draft for me. This is the one that I don't live stream. This is the one where I have all of my notes. I have my printed out sheets. This is the one that I focus on because this is the one that pays out big, and it's also a big buy-in, so everything is on this. I've been in the same league. I don't know why we don't just do a dynasty, but I've been in the same league with these guys for 10, 11 years now, and every year it's always my most competitive fantasy league. So tomorrow, I'm not going to be streaming at all. I really wanted to. Even just in the morning, I wanted to stream maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Saints tomorrow morning. I think that's the game tomorrow morning. But I'm probably not going to be streaming tomorrow, guys. Unfortunately, that's just the way my schedule is. It's still preseason, so as much as I'd love to cover the game, I don't think I'll be covering any games tomorrow, but I will be live on Monday. I will be live on Monday to cover some football, and I've got some more games coming up next week as well. So, let's see. I really hope some black and yellow ONB on the stream soon. Yes, I will be covering some Steelers games, Brandy, I promise. Melanie saying, faux Cowboys. Go Cowboys. Joe Milton should not have been traded for, and we get Shedeur Sanders, says Light Productions. Hope you kill it, says Aquastar. I hope so too, Aquastar. Let's see. I'll see y'all in the playoffs for sure, says Rhonda Davis. Jeremy Hottenstein saying, all right. I appreciate you, bro. Let's see. Cooper is at 137 yards in the air. First half, Dallas made a big mistake. He and Lance have both looked better so far in the preseason. I agree, Spike. I agree. Go Cooper, says Suzanne. Go Cooper. Go Ravens, says Jeremy. We got Jake Moody walking off a walk-off field goal for any 49ers fans, says CMC you later. Victor checking into the conversation. I'm just reading chats right now, guys. Victor checks into the conversation. He says, the Cowboys are an excellent cure for insomnia. You mean it'll put you right to sleep? Is that what you're saying? Damn, Victor. Read between the lines, he says. Dakota saying, duh, Bears. Another comment checking in from Light Productions. He says, Dallas has been doing a disservice with light practices. They aren't playing with any kind of drive. I agree, Light Productions. I 100% agree with that. It's been bad for the Dallas Cowboys this postseason. Shout out to you guys. We got about 650 of you guys watching this live stream. Be sure to smash that like button if you have not already done so. I do want to say thank you guys. Thank y'all so much. Look, right now the Baltimore Ravens have the football. It's a 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Stick with me through the rest of this drive, guys. We've got a shotgun formation coming up here from the 29-yard line. Cooper rush with a man to his left will take the snap. The 4-man rush coming in for Dallas. He looks right. He throws right. And the catch is made there by Kohler. It's going to be an 8-yard pickup. This will bring up a 2nd down and 2. So 2nd down coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens. 2nd down and 2 for the Baltimore Ravens. Football to the 37 now. Here's the snap, dropping back. Doesn't like the first option, changes to the second, and it looks like it's picked off by the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go! Another defensive interception right here. This time it's Hall. Hall gets the football back for Dallas, and we are still alive, baby. This will bring up a 1st down for our Dallas Cowboys on the interception. Let's effing go. Dallas Cowboys with an interception there. Camera panned over to Eberflus. Gotta love it, man. 1:34 left to go. The Dallas Cowboys at the Baltimore Ravens 41-yard line. That is going to be good for us. He clearly picked that one off. Does he get both hands underneath? Let's watch the replay. It was intended for Ali. He does grab this one. It's clearly an interception. He does hold on to the football. That's Cowboys football. Let's go. Hey, at least the defense is back to life. The defense is back to life. Maggie saying, whoop, whoop, Charlie Kohler. Who wins, guys? It's my first time, says Sarab. Here we go. Joe Milton shoots for the end zone. A deep shot. He throws it right back to the Baltimore Ravens. You have got to be kidding me. That is not. real. That is not for real what just happened. Joe Milton gets the football back, shoots for the end zone, and puts it right back into the hands of Baltimore. But yeah, no, Joe Milton is the guy, bro. I'm telling you, Joe Milton's going to take Dak Prescott's job. What on earth was that? What on earth was that? My sister can throw a better pass, and she's never played football in her life. Milton, are you kidding me, bro? Bush League, man. Oh, my gosh. The Baltimore Ravens get the football at the 20-yard line. Touchback here. That is so... I'm just like tongue-in-cheek right now. I want to just slap that man across the face. We've got a shotgun formation. Baltimore Ravens get the football back not even 10 seconds after throwing an interception. There's a first play. They hand this off, keep it on the ground. 1:20 left to go. Get Milton out of here. Will Grier has to be our backup quarterback. If it's Milton, I swear. Absolute garbage, bro. Absolute garbage. No, don't tell him that it's all right. Don't tell him that it's all right. Don't encourage him. Don't encourage this. 2nd down and 7 after that 3-yard run right here. 2nd down and 7 for the Baltimore Ravens from the 23-yard line. The windup and the throw. Looks like Charlie Kolar makes another grab. This time it's good for about 9 yards, 10 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Ravens first down. Man, first down. I got to move the possession needle over. Baltimore Ravens with the football. They got 36 seconds left. They will call a timeout right here. Going to try to at least get a field goal out of this one because they know that the Dallas Cowboys will get the football to start the second half. So the first timeout going to be called right here. I don't know, man. Milton is absolutely terrible. I've now seen 2 games with Joe Milton. And if something happens to Dak Prescott, you should have kept Cooper Rush, bro. Cooper Rush already in this game, 155 yards in the first half. He's playing with backup wide receivers at an NFL level. He is on pace for over 300 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, it's cool. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens at the 33-yard line, looking to get to at least midfield here. They're coming out of this timeout right now. Shotgun formation, waiting for the snap right now under center. Actually backed up 5 yards behind the center. Backed up 5 yards behind the center, waiting for the snap. Cooper Rush takes it. He looks left. He likes the look. He will wind up and throw. The catch is made in open space. A pickup of about 11 yards on the play. Wade makes the catch. 11 yards, good for a Baltimore Ravens. First down. He goes out of bounds wisely. Here we go. Will Grier second half. I'm with you, Will Smith. The wiki wild wild west. Will for Will. 1st and 10 coming up. Baltimore Ravens with the football. Baltimore to the 44-yard line, have yet to cross midfield. They are in their own territory. Here's the snap, dropping back in the pocket. A deep shot downfield for Cooper Rush. Can Dallas get there? Wasn't even looking at the football, bro. You absolutely could have intercepted that. That was a terrible throw from Cooper Rush. It brings up a 2nd down. It does stop the clock with 31 seconds left to go. That was a dangerous-looking throw. Whoever number 32 is, I don't like it. Is that? Yeah, I don't like it. Chris Garcia saying Vinny wasn't any good for the Cowboys. I kind of like Milton, says Living Like Larry. Since you're a Ravens fan, that's fair. The baby could throw for 14 yards, and he's a baby. 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking right, throwing right. Catch is made. This time, a big hit by the Dallas Cowboys delivered there. Going to need to force another timeout for the Baltimore Ravens. 3rd down and 4. Stops the clock with 22 seconds. 22 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 4 after a 6-yard pickup. Looks like Johnson was there on the catch. Vamos a ver. Timeout being taken right here. Jeremy Hottenstein saying that Milton is good. Wrong team, though. Yeah, you're right. He's on the wrong team. He should have stayed in college. Cowboys made a mistake not keeping Cooper Rush. He was your miracle quarterback last season. He went 4-4 last season. I wouldn't call him a miracle. He went 4-4 last season as a starter. Junior Malay saying Joe Milton shouldn't be number 2. We got a couple of weeks left. The Browns don't really want Shador. We could take Shador as a backup. I mean, in order to get Shador, we could probably get Shador. We could probably get some other players. Micah Parsons wants out. If we traded Micah Parsons to the Browns, that would be the most insane defense in the NFL. We got a shotgun formation, 3rd down and 4 from the 50-yard line. Here's the snap, dropping back, in trouble, has to scramble, will wind up and shoot. The catch is made inside the 30, a beautiful play, and Cooper Rush is just eating right now. Cooper Rush tearing through the Dallas Cowboys. Got 8 seconds left to go. Baltimore Ravens will need to spike this and then kick a field goal. Looks like this will take us to the end of the half. This is going to be half? No, there should have been a few seconds left. Someone should have called the timeout. Baltimore Ravens still had a timeout. So there's a little confusion right now. They let the clock wind down. Someone should have called a timeout. If they didn't call a timeout, that's terrible coaching right there from Harbaugh. I don't think Harbaugh would not be paying attention to that. They're saying the ruling on the field is that he went out of bounds so that the clock will be stopped. So no need for a timeout. The Ravens look like they still have one timeout, 16 seconds left to go. Okay. Is Coop trying to prove something? Yeah, it's a revenge game for him. Of course he's trying to prove something. Organic gummy. Grammy. Can tell what's on my mind. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10 coming up with 16 seconds left to go. We've got a shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. There's the snap, dropping back, winding up and throwing. The catch is made. This time down at the 24-yard line with 9 seconds left to go. Timeout going to be called quickly there. That's the final timeout. Looks like for the Baltimore Ravens with 9 seconds left. The field goal unit will come out for Baltimore. Field goal unit going to come out here for Baltimore. Dakota Martin saying, Maggie Liz, hey, it's not his fault. There's 3 defense. That's their defense. Couldn't stop a nosebleed. Facts. They scored 33 points per game, and their defense gave up 40 points per game, Dakota Martin says. Good point. Well made. Here's Looper once again. Here's Looper once again with 5 seconds left to go. With 9 seconds left to go to kick the field goal. Baltimore Ravens to make it 18-7 to make it a 2-possession game here. To make it a 2-possession game from the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. And they will score 3 more points. The Baltimore Ravens doing what they are expected to do against these Dallas Cowboys right now. But the Dallas Cowboys need to answer back. What on earth is that, Schottenheimer? Did you call that play for Joe Milton? If you called that play for Joe Milton, I'm ashamed. They're showing Brandon Aubrey kick a monster field goal during last year's preseason, a 66-yarder. Still not the longest one in preseason here. He did tie. Anyways, okay. Gary saying Dallas is in trouble. Dirty Duck video saying, Looper, I see you out there, Dirty Duck. Nana Sherry. Is it Sherry? Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. I want the Cowboys to get it right. 5 seconds left to go. Maybe we'll get a kickoff return here. Maybe special teams will show up in a big way. You never know. Here comes the kickoff for the Baltimore Ravens to send this back to the Dallas Cowboys with 5 seconds left. There's the kick, guys. Dallas going to let this go through the back of the end zone. And they're going to call this a touchback. Cowboys going to start on the 35-yard line. Milton. Oh, no, dude. This is a bad day for Milton, bro. This is a bad, bad day for Joe Milton. Shoddy wasn't Dallas's answer, says Spike D. I'm not going to say that you're right, but you're definitely not wrong. Let's make sure I plug in the trivia quiz correctly here. We get the right trivia quiz. I think this is it. I hope this is it. Okay, there's the knee. This will take us to halftime, guys. So we go into halftime. The score is 18-7. The Baltimore Ravens have the lead, an 11-point lead over the Dallas Cowboys. And the Dallas Cowboys will get the football to start the second half here, but we are going to halftime. Let's do our quick trivia quiz. Y'all ready for this? All right, guys, I got a trivia quiz for y'all today. It is going to be between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. I hope I plugged this in the way it was supposed to be. I got 10 questions for you, and I hope that you guys are able to get as many of these right as you possibly can. Let's start off with question number 1, guys. Which Baltimore Ravens player's life story was the plot of the movie The Blind Side? Question number 1. Which Baltimore Ravens player's life story was the plot of The Blind Side? Is it Orlando Brown Sr., Jonathan Ogden, or Michael Oher? A, B, or C? Which of these players was the movie The Blind Side made after? A, B, or C? The answer is C, guys. Michael Oher is the Baltimore Ravens player whose life story was adapted into the movie The Blind Side. Obviously, the movie goes through, if you've never seen The Blind Side, you gotta watch it. The Sandra Bullock original. Great movie, great film. Definitely 10 out of 10. I do recommend. All right, guys, question number 2. Question number 2, guys. Which Dallas Cowboys player has the highest player rating in Madden 2026? Is it A, Zach Martin? Is it B, CeeDee Lamb? Or is it C, Micah Parsons? A, B, or C? What do y'all think the answer is? Obviously, one of them can't be the correct answer, but the other two could be. Is it A, B, or C? I swear, if you say A, I'm going to lose my mind, guys. The answer is obviously Micah Parsons. Ranked 98 this year on Madden. Ranked 98. Obviously, it can't be Zach Martin anymore. And CeeDee Lamb, a close second right there. I believe he's got a 96. But, hey, c'est la vie. Let's move on, guys. Question number 3. Question number 3, y'all. Which Ravens defensive player had the most tackles last year in 2024? Was it A, Roquan Smith? Is it B, Patrick Queen? Or was it C, Kyle Hamilton? Interesting. What do y'all think? Most tackles in 2024. Again, another one that's got an answer choice that should not even be in there. Is it A, is it B, or is it C, guys? The answer for the most tackles in 2024 for the Baltimore Ravens was Roquan Smith in the 2024 season. Had the most by a landslide there. Kyle Hamilton had a great season. Patrick Queen, nope. Nope. That's going to be a big nope there. All right, guys, question number 4. Which Dallas Cowboys player holds the franchise record for the most receptions in one single season? Is it A, Des Bryant? Is it B, Jason Witten? Or is it C, CeeDee Lamb? Which Dallas Cowboys player holds the franchise record for the most receptions in a single season? A, B, or C? Wonder how you guys will do on this one. The answer to this is actually CeeDee Lamb, guys. CeeDee Lamb had the most receptions of a single season. 113, I believe, is how many receptions he had. Jason Witten had a very, very illustrious career. Jason Witten did a great job, but not for one single season, guys. Y'all can Google that right now. You can look it up if you want. Moving on, which player holds the Ravens record for the longest run from scrimmage? Is it A, Mark Ingram? Is it B, Derrick Henry? Or is it C, Lamar Jackson? A, B, or C? Which player holds the Ravens record for the longest run from scrimmage ever in Ravens history? Guys, it happened. Here's a hint. It happened last year. In his very first year with the Baltimore Ravens against the Buffalo Bills, the longest run in franchise history was Derrick Henry with an 87-yard touchdown run against Buffalo. That is the longest run in Baltimore Ravens history. All right, guys. This one, you might get your answer choice back right here, guys. Which Dallas Cowboys player holds the franchise record for the most career receptions? Is it A, Des Bryant? Is it B, Michael Irving? Or is it C, Jason Witten? A, B, or C, guys? A, B, or C? You guys came in hot with the last one. What do y'all think the answer is here? Good job, guys. It is indeed C. Yes, Jason Witten is the man who has the most receiving yards for the Dallas Cowboys, or the most receptions, I should say, in Dallas Cowboys history. He doesn't have the most in a single season, but he played with the Dallas Cowboys for such a long time. He has the most receptions in a career for the Dallas Cowboys. Question number 7, guys. Which of these Ravens players holds the NFL record for the most career tackles? Is it A, Ray Lewis? Is it B, Jonathan Ogden? Or is it C, Ed Reed? This is not a trick question. You better get this one right. This is not even a Baltimore Ravens record. This is an NFL record. I should see everybody getting this one right. Not a trick question, guys. The answer is Ray Lewis. That is correct, guys. Ray Lewis holds the NFL record for most career tackles, guys. A legendary linebacker. Absolute monster out there, and that's why this Ravens defense continues to be as good as it is. All right, guys, question number 8. Dallas Cowboys fans, here you go. Which Dallas Cowboys head coach has the most career wins? Was it A, Jason Garrett? Was it B, Tom Landry? Or was it C, Barry Switzer? Which Dallas Cowboys head coach has the most wins? A, B, or C? What do you think, guys? This one also not a trick question. Victor, you are correct. It is Landry, of course. Tom Landry did have the most, guys. He coached for this team for 28 years. What do you think is going to happen? He was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys from 1960 to 1988. Yeah. Okay, question number 9. So, which player holds the Ravens franchise record for the most receiving yards in a single season? Is it A, Zay Flowers? Is it B, Michael Jackson? Or is it C, Mark Andrews? Who holds the Baltimore Ravens franchise record for the most receiving yards in one single season? A, B, or C? See a mixed bag of answers coming in right now, guys. The answer is Mark Andrews, guys. Mark Andrews holds the Baltimore Ravens record. Guys, 51 career receiving touchdowns as of 2024. He does have the most receptions in a single season with 107. And in that time, he had 1,367 receiving yards. That was back in 2021. Last question, guys. The Dallas Cowboys name, the mascot's name, his name is Rowdy, but according to his official bio page, what is his favorite food? What's his favorite restaurant? Is it A, Wingstop? Is it B, Whataburger? Or is it C, Dickey's Barbecue? Rowdy, the Dallas Cowboys mascot, on the official page of the Dallas Cowboys, it has listed his favorite food. What is it? Wingstop, Whataburger, or Dickey's Barbecue? If you're from Texas, you gotta know. It is Whataburger, just like you like it. I like my double meat Whataburger, giggity, with that extra jalapenos, cheese, and bacon. Let's effing go. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I had for you guys for this trivia quiz. Guys, we are doing our promo still. If y'all want to help support this channel, there's a very easy way to do so. All you got to do is click the link that I am plugging into the chat right now. All you got to do is click the link that I just plugged into the chat right now, and you will be matched 50% of your very first deposit on Underdog, guys. Your very first deposit on Underdog, you will be matched 50%. So if you make a $50 deposit, Underdog will give you $25 to play with. You will get a chance to, I guess, basically dabble around for Underdog Sportsbook. If you've never done Underdog, it's super simple, guys. I just got to make sure that I do this quick little plug right here. It does help me out if you guys even just check it out. Just to take a look at it, sign up if you're in the area where you can possibly sign up. But Cowboys fans, it might give us something to root for this year. If the Dallas Cowboys are losing, maybe you could be winning using the Underdog Sportsbook. Okay, guys, that's all I'm going to say for that. Let's go ahead and turn this down just a bit and turn our music back on. So, we are in the middle of halftime. Halftime is almost over. Here's my Canva. Let's go ahead and cut back over to this right now. Let's talk some stats, shall we? Because this halftime break ain't going to last forever, guys. We got to talk about a few things here. We got to talk about a few things right here during halftime. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this out of the way and move this back to where it's got to go. And we're going to break down some stats here, guys. We're going to go to the scoring stats, team stats for the Dallas Cowboys. Y'all can see time of possession. It's right below me, guys. Time of possession, the Baltimore Ravens have had the football for 23 minutes and 45 seconds. The Dallas Cowboys, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. This is not a good game for Dallas right now. It is very, very questionable, if I do say so. Let's scroll down just a little bit. First downs in this game. This is abysmal. 16 first downs. You can see that right here for the Baltimore Ravens. Just 2 of them for the Dallas Cowboys. Not looking very good. 1 rushing first down, 1 passing first down. 16 first downs for the Baltimore Ravens. 12 of them off the arm of Cooper Rush. What does that tell you? 12 of the 16 first downs for the Baltimore Ravens off the arm of Cooper Rush. Let's look at the third down conversions here. 6 of 11 third down situations. 0 for 4 for the Dallas Cowboys. They've faced third down 4 times, and they have not converted a single one in the first half of this game with Joe Milton out there. Trash, bro. Trash. Let's scroll down just a little bit. I think we're starting to see. Let's take a look at the net rushing yards. 75 rushing yards for Baltimore, just 20 for the Dallas Cowboys. Let's look at the passing yards. This is going to hurt. 198 passing yards for the Baltimore Ravens. You guys can read that number. I'm not even going to say that out loud. This right here, bruh. It's cool. We're good. It's fine. Everything's great. Everything's great, guys. Everything's great. Let's take a look at some of these penalty yards. 3 penalties here for the Baltimore Ravens amounting to 21 yards. 1 penalty for the Dallas Cowboys, 6 yards right there. We can look at the turnovers. By the way, touchdowns, 1 touchdown, and the Baltimore Ravens still have 18 points. They basically scored 3 touchdowns. 1 touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys, so they're even there, but Joe Milton didn't score it. The defense did. Now, let's scroll down just a little bit here. Let's go all the way. Whoops. I guess we're about to get this next one started. That safety hurt the Dallas Cowboys at the start of this game, too. Dallas Cowboys conceded a safety early on. It has just not been good for the Dallas Cowboys, guys. Let's just call it the way we see it. Let's just say what it is. It's just been pretty bad. But luckily for the Dallas Cowboys, to open up the second half, they will be getting the football. They need to do something. They need to do the exact opposite of what they did in the first half. That's what I'm going to say. They need to do the exact opposite of what they did in the first half. 4 channels. So boring. A couple had no field to show. Such boring channels, says Country Kisses. Well, I'm here for you, Country. You were trying to catch the Vikings game and you couldn't find it, or you could find it, but it wasn't the style that you were hoping for? I got you, Country. I got you, Country. Let's go. There's a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the kicking team right now. Dallas Cowboys going to get the football here. We're going to get another kickoff. Repeat kick, redo kick. Congrats, Rhonda and David. Tennessee Tactical. I see you, Tennessee Tactical. What's up? Good vibes as always. Appreciate you, Tennessee. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Corey saying, did someone tell Dallas that there was a game today? There is a game today, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10, Dallas Cowboys will open up and hand this one off. Deuce Vaughn around the left-hand side will pick up 2 yards. This man should definitely be cut, guys. Deuce Vaughn is not big enough to push anybody on the line right now. What is he, 5'6", 5'7"? No offense to those short guys. You short kings out there, it's nothing against you guys. But in this kind of landscape right now, he'd be better off playing baseball than playing football. Here we go, guys. 2nd down and 8, 14 minutes. The second half just getting started. Joe Milton will wind up and throw. The catch is made there from Moreno Cropper. No, that's Ryan Flournoy. Flournoy makes the catch on 2nd down and 8, picks up 4 yards. This does bring up a 3rd down and 4. So a 3rd down and medium. We got to get a conversion here. Dallas Cowboys have yet to convert a single 3rd down situation in this game. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. If you see a lane, just take it yourself. Run it yourself, Milton. Here we go. 3 receivers out there. He will drop back and roll out to the right-hand side. He's going to scramble himself. He will wind up and throw. No flag on the play. No. It's going to be a 4th down and 4. Incomplete play. Another garbage throw from Joe Milton. Another terrible garbage throw for Joe Milton, putting it behind Jonathan Mingo. That is not Mingo's fault. Milton can't throw a damn football. 13 minutes and 52 seconds left to go. It's cool. It's fine, guys. It's okay. 4th down and 4. Punt team comes out here. Brian Angry going to send this one over to the Baltimore Ravens. Dallas Cowboys to open up the half. Another 3 and out. That is their 5th 3rd down situation and their 5th empty. What was that? Wasn't signaled a fair catch, though. That one does go out through the end zone. They're going to start this drive on the 20-yard line. Baltimore Ravens get the football here with 13 minutes and 43 seconds. Shout out to those of you in the chat. I'm going to read some of y'all's chats here in just a moment during the next commercial break. My apologies. Here, look, commercial break coming up right now. Change of possession. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing? Shout out to y'all. Let's go ahead and end this one. Joe Milton will not score a touchdown today. That's pretty bad. I bet Mario drafted Milton. Never, bro. Absolutely not. I actually got an A+ on my fantasy football draft for the Football Nation League. Why is Milton still in the game? Asks Laura Thompson. It's a good question. Okay, guys. So, let's just do a quick this or that. This or that. This is just to get you guys checked back in with us. This or that. It's one of my favorites here. Pizza or wings? I am a pizza guy. Excuse me. I'm a wings guy. Ew, gross. Nothing wrong with pizza. I mean, a buffalo chicken pizza would play too. My least favorite NFL team is the Panthers, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys, says Daniel Mendoza. I wonder why. Maribel checking in right now. Why they put Joe to play quarterback if he's not doing good? That's a great question, Maribel Rodriguez. It's a great question, one that I cannot answer. They're just trying to figure out what they've got out there. Tennessee Tactical saying pizza all day. Must be nice 2020 saying both. Aquastar saying wings for sure. I'm with you, Aquastar. And Wingstop at that. I like the hot lemon. If you've never had hot lemon, it's literally just hot and lemon pepper mixed together. If you've never tried it, you got to try it. Daniel saying, sorry you're a Cowboys fan. That's okay, man. That's okay. No need to be sorry. I know who I am. Breon Mitchell checking in saying Cooper Rush. Oh, it's this guy again. Cooper Rush threw the ball 30 times, only 3rd quarter. Milton has 10 pass attempts. Yeah, and he's throwing the football at – God, here we go. Breon Mitchell is back, and this guy is just absolutely in love with Joe Milton. This guy is absolutely in love with Joe Milton. Welcome back, Breon Mitchell. On a genuine, sincere note, welcome back. My life just turned to hell. Here we go, guys. Dallas Cowboys on defense right now. Baltimore Ravens about to start this play right here. Let's reset all of this. We'll have a 1st and 10 coming up right now. 1st and 10 coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm a drums guy, not flats, Jay. I'm a drums kind of guy. And I do like Hawaiian pizza. I do think that pineapple belongs on pizza. Unpopular opinion, I suppose. Here we go, guys. 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Baltimore Ravens. Single back formation under center. Cooper Rush is still out there. Actually, it looks like Leary is out there, so Cooper Rush has done his job. Leary is on the move. He will scramble. He hangs onto the football, and he will actually pick up a couple of yards here. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. He will slide, giving himself up. We're going to start the clock once again. Leary scrambled up the middle, picked up a couple yards. Gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 coming up. All right, guys, now that we've got football on the screen, I'm going to step away from the comments area, from the chat area. Keep the chat flowing. I'm going to keep calling the game, though, guys, okay? So the next commercial break, we will read more comments. 2nd down and 8. A shotgun formation. From the 22-yard line, Baltimore with the football. Here's the snap and a handoff, and Rasheen Ali will carry this one. A big gain right there. It looks like on 2nd down and 8, a pickup of 6 will make it a 3rd down and 2. So a 3rd down and 2 coming up now. Dallas Cowboys defense needs to get a stop. Hurry up offense here. Here's the snap. Leary will hand it off to Ali again. Ali is stuffed, and he will go backwards. This will bring up a 4th down and 2. And this will keep the clock ticking. You're on your own 30-yard line. It looks like they're going to swap units here. This might be the field goal team, or the punt team, excuse me, coming out for the Baltimore Ravens. But it could be a fake punt, too, so let's see what happens. What happened? I thought Dallas was getting the ball. They did, James Fox. It was a quick 3-and-out. It was a quick 3-and-out. Looks like a quick 3-and-out for both teams, though. Quick 3-and-out for both teams, though. The score is 18-7. The Baltimore Ravens are getting ready to punt here. It's a 4th down and 2 from the Baltimore 28. Here's the snap. Here's the boot. Almost gets a paw on that one. Kicks this one inside the 20 on the opposite side of the field. A big hit here. A flag comes in down at the 20-yard line. Let's find out what this flag is. So we got a flag on the play. Let's find out what it is. Flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Okay. Holding. Kicking team. 10-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. It'll be a 1st down here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll start this drive at the 30. So 11:51 left to go. 11:51 left to go. Add some time back on the clock right here. 1st and 10. And we're going to go back to a quick commercial break as they change possessions over here. Let's go ahead and change the possession up top. Dallas Cowboys down by 11. They've got plenty of time to get back into this one, though. Let's read some comments out there. Cowboys offensive coordinator needs to be fired. This is embarrassing. I don't understand what the color of his skin has to do. I don't know if that's embarrassing Caucasian quarterback play. I don't even know what that means. Like, what? I'm actually going to delete that comment here. Let's do 5-minute timeout. Let's do a 10-minute timeout. We don't bring that kind of stuff up on this channel. Okay, what's your favorite quarterback in the first one or second? What? I can't read that one. Me as well, says Father Time. Let's see. Victor saying, darn shame you weren't old enough to watch the Cowboys back in the 70s and early 80s when they were a solid franchise, or even in the 90s where they won 3 Super Bowls, right? I was alive in the 90s, though. Let's see. However, all of those Super Bowl games are on VHS. Get 'em, says Aquastar. Let's see. All right, guys, let's ask a quick question right now. We are at the change of possession right now. Okay. What's a good one? Let's ask a new poll question here. So the this or that is done. Start a poll. We'll ask this. We'll go back to the original. Who will win this game? Who will win this game? Will it be Baltimore? Or will it be Dallas? Can Dallas come back? Can Dallas come back? Praying for the Cowboys, says Shafas. What's up, Shafas? Shout out to you guys. Oh, here's a good one. If you are new, say hello. If you are new, say hello. Drop 5 emojis. Drop any emojis, guys, to let me know that you guys are new. Whatever you got up your sleeve right now, whatever you've got as your last 5 emojis, say hello. This is specifically for the newbies, of course, if you guys want your official shout-out right now. Shout out to you, Mrs. Wolver. Kids can draw. Mrs. Wolver. Mrs. Woolever Kids Can Draw, shout out to you. Destinations by Parrot, shout out to you. Thank you very much. Quinn Hardy saying, yes, we will, as long as we will stop the high school plays. I agree with you, Quinn Hardy. I'm new. No, you're not, Father Time, but I do appreciate you being here, my friend. Cheers to you. Go Ravens. Milton sucks, says Mark Coe. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight you on that one. What's up, Cool Ace Man? Here we go. Here's the snap. Milton will have to hand this off once again, and we get another carry this time. It's going to be Deuce Vaughn, who picks up 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6 coming up. What's up, William Gross? I see you out there saying hello. Let's go Ravens. Let's see. How do you feel about the first quarter, which was your favorite play, that pick 6? Best play of the game so far for the Dallas Cowboys. 2nd down and 6. Milton did drop a dime in the first quarter. He did drop a dime in the first quarter, and that was clearly dropped by Jalen Moreno-Cropper. Here's a snap and a handoff, and going backwards right here. It'll be a loss of a couple of yards. 2nd down and 6 becomes 3rd down and 8, as little tiny Deuce Vaughn can't do anything. As soon as he gets touched by a defensive player, he doesn't have enough strength to move the... Hello, my beautiful wife is home. Huh? I can't hear you. I have an entire 4th quarter and 3rd quarter. I have plenty of time left. Here we go, guys. Here's the snap. 3rd down and 8, dropping back, and we've got Joe Milton airing this one out. A deep shot downfield. It is going to be caught. There we go. Jonathan Mingo with a big grab of 49 yards. A deep shot downfield. Finally, a play worth getting excited over right here. 10:41 left to go, and this will bring up a 1st down for the Dallas Cowboys down at the 23-yard line. Hi, baby man. He was pretty good today. All right, buddy, let's see if the Dallas Cowboys can score here from the 23-yard line. Here's the snap, and Milroe will drop back. Milroe looks left, throws left, shoots to the end zone, up in the air for Jonathan Mingo, and it's no good, buddy. It's no good right there. You want to say hi to everyone? No, he's starting to pout. Hi, buddy. I love you. I love you, little man. Okay. Fist bumps to everyone real quick. Okay, here you go. All right, guys. So 9:55 left to go. 9:55 left to go. What up, William? Here we go. Shotgun formation. 2nd down and 10 after that pass. A handoff to Deuce Vaughn around the left-hand side. Deuce Vaughn runs into his own player. A flag comes in. They're going to keep the clock ticking right now. I love you too. Okay, I'll step away during the next commercial break. That's okay. All right, guys, so this will be a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. 9:48 left to go. Holding offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down. So this, instead of being a 2nd down and 10 or being a 3rd down and 4, there's going to be a hold right here. I don't see the hold right there. There it is. Okay, there's the hold. It comes in late. And then Deuce Vaughn runs into his own guy. Come on, Deuce. What are you doing, bro? So it brings up a 2nd down and 19. This time backs up the Dallas Cowboys to the 32-yard line. Joe Milton will look right and throw into the backfield. A catch made by Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn will go forward and pick up a small chunk here. Picks up 7 yards. 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 12 coming up now. 3rd down and 12 coming up right now. Joe Milton might actually crack 100 yards. Maybe. Maybe. Here we go. We got a 3rd down and 13 coming up here. 3rd down and 13. Dallas Cowboys with 7. Baltimore Ravens with 18. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the left, 2 receivers on the right. Waiting for the snap right here. There it is, dropping back, looking right in the pocket. Still has time. Milton will deliver a rocket here. This will end up bringing up a 4th down and about 4. So call it a 4th down and 5. The field goal unit for the Cowboys should probably come out here. You're going to need a field goal either way. You're down by 11. The field goal would make this one down by 8, and then you could get in it with 1 more touchdown. and a 2-point conversion is what you would actually need. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Thank you for giving me some of your time today. I do genuinely appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. If you don't know me, guys, my name is Mario. Hello to y'all. Thank you for being here. I'm going to roll back up here and say hello to everybody who is new. I did ask you guys to say hello. Here's the 36-yard field goal attempt for the Dallas Cowboys. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good for the Dallas Cowboys, and it is there. The Cowboys will score 3 points. So the Dallas Cowboys score 3. They needed that one, and the score is now 10-18. Dallas Cowboys will knock that one back. So let's reset this. Let's reset that. Reset this, reset that. We got a 1st and 10 when we get back. Actually, let's subtract some time. 7:59 is what is left. I forgot to keep my clock ticking. 7:59 is what we have left in this third quarter, guys, and the Baltimore Ravens will be getting the football back when we start this next drive. Okay, guys, appreciate y'all being here. Let's see how we're doing so far. The goal for today is to try to get to 37,000. We are cooking right here. Looks like we're going to stall out pretty soon, just shy of 39. But I appreciate you guys helping this channel out and helping us grow. We're still looking for 100 more people if you're new to the channel. I know it's preseason. I know every YouTuber is always out there clamoring and begging for likes and begging for subs. I'm here trying to earn it right now, guys. I'm here trying to earn it for you guys, from you guys. And I will be here on Monday, and I'll be here all next weekend, and I'll be live every football day for the rest of this football season. So if you like what you're seeing right now, stick around, guys. Let's see. Father Time saying we could turn the mic up just a bit. How's that? Sound check, mic check, 1, 2. I don't want it to start crackling, but then we start getting into the loud. Then we can start getting into the loud, and I don't like it loud. So I'm going to turn it right back down. How's that? I think that sounds pretty good. Appreciate you, Jeremy. Even then, it feels a little on the loud side. Turn that down just a hair. Yeah, why are you whispering, says Victor. I'm actually, like, yelling, bro. Suzanne saying you rock. Thank you, Suzanne. How's that, guys? Sounds good? Is the audio a little bit better? I thought it was my headphones, says Jeremy Hottenstein. I need to make a note here. Actually, let's pull up the I'm going to have to pull this up really quick. I want to make sure that my Focusrite. Why does this keep popping up? Skip this version. Where are we at? So it looks like the auto gain on this one. I want to see if there's a save level here. Gain 44 decibels. I'm going to write this down. There's the kickoff, guys. Gain 44 dB. I can do it manually if this sounds good for you guys. When I start to yell for touchdown, y'all might want to turn down your headphones or your stuff. It sounds like I was on a little bit on the quiet side. Let's see if we can be a little louder now. Let's get loud. Let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys. All right, we're going to turn it down. I think it's still just too loud, man. I'm not even at full volume. And this is my speaking voice. When I was whispering, I was literally whispering because I had a baby. But I'm going to get loud during this game, and it's going to blow out your headphones, and you guys are going to hate it. It's still a work in progress. All right, guys, looks like the Baltimore Ravens have the football after the kickoff from the Dallas Cowboys, and they are going to start this drive on the 32-yard line. Here's the snap to Rasheen Ali. He will go around the left-hand side. He is stopped after picking up about 4 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and 6. So 2nd down coming up. Let's start the clock. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Take Deuce out as well. Is Lamar Jackson on the field? No, sir. Lamar Jackson not playing in this one. It's been the Cooper Rush show all day. Country saying the volume was good before. I thought so, too. How's that? I like that right there. That's a little better. It's got less grain to it. Here's the snap. The handoff to the left-hand side. Ali will pick up the 1st down. That's good for a pickup of 8. 1st down, Baltimore Ravens. So resets the sticks here. Moves the sticks downfield. Okie dokie. Chris says, it sounded good. The people who can't hear you just need to turn up their TVs. Okay, I think it's good right here. I think this is kind of a solid middle ground. It was too loud before. Got to find that Goldilocks zone. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation, waiting for the snap. There it is, dropping back, looking left, throwing left. Almost picked off there from Dallas. Almost Andrew Booth again. Instead, this one is going to end up being incomplete. It does stop the clock with 6:39, and this brings up a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10 coming up right here. Leary, excuse me. Is it Leary who's out there right now? It is Leary who's out there right now. Starting to get a little hot in this office. I think I might want to take off the sports coat, bro. Starting to get a little hot up here. Me to you, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, 2nd down and 10, shotgun formation. Here's the snap from the 43. Looking left, throwing left, catch is made, breaking tackles, hit from behind. Leary connects with Mitchell to the Dallas Cowboys 45-yard line. An 11-yard gain on 2nd down and 10 brings up Baltimore Ravens 1st down. 1st down for Baltimore. Keeps the chains moving. Let's reset the timeouts here, too. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. We are in the second half of this game. 3rd quarter here, 3rd quarter action. Okay. All right. Here we go, y'all. We've got a 1st and 10 coming up here, this time in Dallas Cowboys territory. Here's the snap and a handoff around the left-hand side. He brings this one out for 5 yards down to the Dallas Cowboys 40. This will bring up a 2nd down and 5 to the 40-yard line. Okay. Baltimore Ravens looking really good right now in this game. The Dallas Cowboys defense doing Dallas Cowboys defense things. At least play some music before you start taking things off, LOL, says Owl on the Prowl. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. All right. Giggity, 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 goo. 2nd down and 5. We got a shotgun formation. Waiting. It's actually an offset I formation from the 40-yard line. Here's the snap, and it looks like there's going to be a handoff to the running back. Johnson gets some pushing from his friends, a little help from his friends. He gets by with a little help from his friends. This will be good enough for a 1st down right here. 1st down again for the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens just continuing to eat, picking up 5 yards at a time. 5 yards at a time. My hubby says take a drink. If I take one more drink. It was Friday night and I was feeling all right. Downtown Atlanta, big city, bright lights. Yo. Here's the snap. It's actually a 3rd down and 1. Looks like a quarterback sneak. It looked like the 1st down. We're just going to leave it and keep it. It was a 3rd down and inches. Chris, 555, 5555. Wacky, wavy, inflatable, arm flailing tube man. Why are you even wearing the coat? Because I'm not wearing a tie. Because I'm not wearing a tie, Peter Hahn. Y'all know me, man. I like to have a little swagger on my thing. I don't like people coming into the channel and basing things off of appearance, which is just the way it works, right? People base it off of appearance right out the gate, and that's fair. You join a channel, you see another guy in a jersey calling football. You don't stop. You don't stop to think about it. Winds up and throws. That should have been defensive pass interference. No flag on the play. Dallas Cowboys got lucky there. It stops the clock with 3:55, though. That should have been a DPI. No flag by the officials. Dallas Cowboys got lucky. So 2nd down and 10 coming up with 3:55 left to go in the 3rd. Looks like Leary under pressure there. Nowhere near the intended receiver, but nothing but Jack Daniels in that cup? Nah, bro, it's straight up, it's water, dude. Water and ice. That's all I got here. Here we go. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Leary takes it. He looks right. He throws right. Deep shot downfield, and that one finds its way onto the ground. Luckily, was not caught right there. Pride did a good job of covering Wade step for step on that. Thank you very much, Organic Grammy. I bet a lot of people who are watching this live stream right now have been looking for other channels, and they see a bunch of guys in Dallas Cowboys jerseys or whatever. Obviously, a lot of people are Dallas Cowboys fans. But there's no reason to stop. That's why the tie has honestly kind of worked in my favor here, if I think so. if I do say so myself. 3rd down and 10 with 3:50 left to go. A shotgun formation. Leary from the 47-yard line will wind up and throw. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage. The pass is incomplete. 4th down and 10 coming up right now. There is a flag on the play. This could be roughing the passer. Sophie, thank you for checking in and hitting that subscribe button. Let's find out what it is. If it's roughing the passer, it's going to be roughing. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down here, and that's rough. Let's watch this one more time. It was would have been a 4th down and 10. I cannot believe that the official threw the flag on that. He hit him while he had the football in his hand still. Wow, I cannot believe that they called a roughing the passer on that. That is absurd to me. How is that roughing the passer, bro? Here's the snap and a handoff to the running back. The Ravens are inside the red zone. It's a 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. A 5-yard pickup from Ali will make it a 2nd down and 5. Ridiculous. He literally forced the quarterback to throw a bad pass. He hit him while the football was still in his hand, and the official said roughing the passer? Like, open your eye. If you had one more eye, you would be a Cyclops. 2nd down and 5. Here's the snap. There's a false start right there. You better call that. False start on the offense. Repeat 2nd down. It'll make it a 2nd down and 10. Just ridiculous, man. That's such a because that puts 3 more points on the board. 15. Even if the Baltimore Ravens don't score a touchdown on this drive, they will score a field goal here, and that makes it a 2-possession game once again. That's pretty wild, man. That's pretty wild to me. Okay, 2nd down and 10 coming up with 3 minutes left to go. Let's start the clock once again. 2nd down and 10, shotgun formation, waiting for the snap here. There it is, dropping back, looking right, running out of time, has to air this one out to the back corner. This is going to be an underthrown pass right there, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 10 here. It stops the clock with 2:44. The intended receiver there was Cunningham. The pass no good. So this brings up a 3rd down and 10 from the Dallas Cowboys 18-yard line. Let's not break Mario's fridge. Thanks, JJ, for refs. Hat on the Cowboys. Brandon, what's up, Brandon Foster? Thanks for checking in, young man. RP saying, thank JJ for refs. Hating on the Cowboys. Shotgun formation. DC Charity, thanks for subscribing. Dropping back in trouble. Leary has to scramble on the back foot. Will throw this one away. 4th down and 10, and the field goal unit will come out. Another field goal for Looper. And this is turning out to be a pretty solid game. If this was an actual game for fantasy football purposes, my kicker would have a ton of points right now. My kicker would be doing very well. Thomas Bush, thank you very much for that comment, my friend. Caitlin saying, Mize. I thought I had a big chain. Does your chain hang low? Does it wobble to the floor? Here we go. 2 minutes and 38 seconds waiting for the field goal from the left-hand side. It looks like a 36-yarder this time for the Baltimore Ravens. There's the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good. The 36-yard field goal is there. Baltimore Ravens will score 3 more points, making it 21-10. Guys, here's the real question that the Dallas Cowboys should be asking themselves. Is 21 points enough to beat us today? That is where the Dallas Cowboys headspace needs to be at. Is 21 points enough to beat us today? Schottenheimer needs to make sure that whatever practice they do next year, the Dallas Cowboys have to play with full force. It cannot be any more of this nonsense here. No more jumping around and hopping and skipping. It's got to be 21-10. Ugh, says Rhonda Davis. Destination by Parrot. I see you out there. Can you donate the chain to Stephen A. Smith and the ESPN football team this season? Stephen A. Smith would take this chain and probably just wipe himself with it because he hates the Dallas Cowboys so very much. Another hater for sure. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get rid of this this music here. Turn off the red zone music, go back to our lo-fi. All right, guys, let's get back to it. A bunch of you guys were not here earlier in the game, so let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens' next few matchups, guys. First game for the Baltimore Ravens, they will be at home. I got this one backwards. Ravens will be at home against the Buffalo Bills. Is that 3 home games in a row? Let me just, you know what, let's put an end to this right now. Ravens versus Bills week 1. No. So my other graphic was wrong, and it's been wrong for a long time. Baltimore Ravens at Buffalo is correct. So the Buffalo Bills will open up at home hosting the Baltimore Ravens on September 7th at 7:20 p.m. So I had the wrong graphic here earlier. I've had this wrong graphic the entire time, actually. This one. This is going to be Buffalo Bills at home and Baltimore Ravens away. So I need to update this for you guys. I need to make sure that that is correct before the next game. But just so y'all know, that is the correct one right here. Baltimore Ravens will be at Buffalo week 1 at 7:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then they will have a Sunday matchup 7 days later at home against the Browns, and then a solid matchup here on Monday, 8 days after that, hosting the Detroit Lions, and of course, the Ravens' natural enemy, the Kansas City Chiefs, will be out there in week 4 hosting the Baltimore Ravens. What do you think the Ravens' schedule will be after this? Here's the kickoff. The Dallas Cowboys will bring this football out the 20, the 25, down at about the, looks like the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for the Dallas Cowboys. I am curious, guys, what do you think the record will be? Thomas Bush asking, what is my favorite NFL team? Really? Okay. Shout out to Chiefs Kingdom, says Rhonda Davis. What is going to be the Baltimore Ravens record after these first 4 weeks, guys? Where will they be? Where will they be? This is an extremely difficult schedule here. That's a tough start for the Ravens. This one's a preseason game, so this one doesn't count. But 3-1, says David Bacco. Here's Joe Milton. He will wind up and throw. The catch is made. This time it'll be a pickup of 8. And let's get back to our football game that we have at hand right now. Let's turn this off right now. Joe Milton does complete a pass here. It brings up a 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Let's keep this clock ticking right now. I'm going to bring the time to where it needs to be. First 4 games, 4-0, says Thomas Bush. Here we go, 2nd down and 3. Here's the snap. Milton's dropping back. He will look right. He will throw right. Another bullet pass. This time it is completed. Ryan Flournoy makes the catch. That's good for a Dallas Cowboys first down. First down for Dallas. So a 1st and 10. Finally, it looks like Joe Milton is starting to heat up a little bit right now. Joe Milton connects for 23 yards out to the Baltimore Ravens 40-yard line. That's a big first down for our Dallas Cowboys. 1st and 10 coming up. Ryan Flournoy with the catch today. Looks like he's got 27 yards on the day. Joe Milton finally over 100 yards with that pass. Here's the snap, a low snap. Milton recovers, but he has to scramble. He will wind up and throw. A flag comes in, probably a holding against the offense. Could probably be an offensive holding. Let's see what they say. Waiting for the call, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. 1:11 left to go. Holding. Offense. Yep. Okay. So repeat first down. It'll be a 1st and 20 now from the Dallas Cowboys 50-yard line. They've got half the field to go, and they need to score a touchdown here. They need to score a touchdown. Dallas Cowboys 1st and 20 coming up now. Father Time, that sounds like a winner to me, says Rhonda Davis. Hey, guys, still looking to pick up like another 50 subscribers. Damn, I broke the rule. I broke the Cardinal rule, guys. The Cardinal rule was only once per quarter. I'm going to shut up right now. Here we go. 1st and 20. In the pocket, steps through. Milton will scramble, and he will pick up, looks like 6 yards on that play. 1st and 20 becomes a 2nd down and 14. A little more manageable here. He does go out of bounds. There's a flag on the play, though, so hold the phone. It's going to be holding again. If it's another holding, it'll make it a 1st and 30. Illegal contact downfield against the Baltimore Ravens. That's good for an automatic 1st down. 5-yard penalty enforced and an automatic 1st down here for the Dallas Cowboys. We will take it. Let's reset all this. 1st and 10 to the Baltimore 40. Martin going to be charged for that one. The clock is still ticking, though. Get this one going for now. Wow. Looks like he pushed him in the face. Is what I saw right there. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation, trips right. There's the snap. There's the handoff. This time staying on his feet, picking up about 9 yards. That's good for a 9-yard pickup right there. Looks like Maffa will pick up some yards. Keep this guy out on the field, bro. What are you doing? Why is Phil Maffa not getting a ton of carries right now? I know he was a 7th-round pick, but I promise you he is better. I promise you he is better than Deuce Vaughn. Thanks, Thomas Bush. I just read your comment. 2nd down and 2. This time from the 32-yard line. A 2nd down and 2. Here's the snap. The handoff to Maffa again. He cuts back. He will fight for every inch. He will pick up a yard. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. And this will be the end of the quarter, guys. So we go to the 4th quarter. 4th quarter coming up right now, guys. Here's the question. 4th quarter, we're down by 11. Are the Cowboys cooked? Yes or no? Are the Dallas Cowboys cooked? Phil Maffa is better than both Deuce and Miles. Maybe even better than Javonte Williams based off of play. Let's see. Cy, Jeff, I knew it was coming. Cowboys comeback, anybody? Jeremy, I think it's possible. Ryan, I see you out there. Guys, this is your chance to connect with me. If you want to drop a comment, here's your chance to do so. I will be reading comments right now. Ryan says right now, he says, the Ravens and Cowboys are both equally likely in my eyes to end with 9 wins. 9 wins would mean the Cowboys had a great season. 9 wins would mean the Ravens are in a tough division. That's a good take, Ryan, and I will 100% back you up on that one. Country Kisses saying that no, not yet. The Dallas Cowboys ain't cooked just yet. Looks like Oscar Solis. What's up, Oscar? Saying hello. Shout out to you. Fist bumps to you, Oscar. Thanks for checking in, my friend. Welcome for your first time here on Football Nation. Lemonade Productions saying W with the Cowboys. Appreciate you, Lemonade. Let's go. Let's see. Light Productions, I see you saying Jadon Blue has speed and is a great gadget guy, but Phil is the most complete. Jeff Metterling saying, yes, maybe. I've enjoyed the females, but is someone jealous? What? Okay. Just preseason, it's all good, says Lemonade. Aqua Star checking in. I have hope for our Dallas Cowboys. Chris Garcia, I see you out there saying Cowboys for the win. Not cooked. Not yet. Robert Zamora saying hello to all of our newbies out there. Thank you, Robert Zamora, for doing your thing. Let's see. You're welcome, David Bacco. Looks like Carter Plays says hello. Shout out to you, Carter. Fist bumps to our new friend in Carter Plays. Thank you for checking in. Let's reset this here, guys. Dallas Cowboys, when we get back from this commercial break, will have a 3rd down and 1 from the Baltimore Ravens 31-yard line. You can see that down below. David saying it's just preseason, no big deal here. Caden Walden checks in saying Joe Milton needs to. How do you think the offensive line and defensive line are doing? Honestly, Organic Grammy, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. All right, guys, we're coming back from this commercial break. Thank you, Oscar Solis. We got a 3rd down and 1 coming up. Reyes Productions, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you, sir. I'm stepping away from the comments, guys, because right now we have action on the field once again. 15 minutes left in this football game. It's a 3rd down and 1 from the Baltimore Ravens 31. Dallas Cowboys have the football. Here we go. Maffa is the single back in this formation. Does Milton throw, or do we hand off here? The snap, a play action. Milton will wind up and throw. 2 hands on the football. The catch is made. First down, Dallas Cowboys. Brooks on the grab. A much-needed first down right there. This will keep the clock ticking now. He did stay in bounds, and Joe Milton connected for 11 yards with Jalen Brooks. Brooks makes the grab. First down, Dallas Cowboys. This puts us at the 18-yard line, and it puts us inside the red zone. Dallas Cowboys in the red zone now. Excuse me, we're on the 20. First and 10 from the 20. Milton will scramble here. It looks like a quarterback keep. He will pick up 2 or 3 yards there. Now it's a second down and 8. We are at the 18-yard line. So a 2-yard pickup. A 2-yard pickup here. The clock is ticking. The clock is hot. All right, y'all. So Milton finally picking up a couple yards with his legs. He's got 3 rushing attempts for 6 yards here. He's got 122 passing yards. Too little, too late. Why do the Cowboys always do this? If you've got potential to play like this, why don't you play like this from the start? Shotgun formation, Maffa standing to the left of Joe Milton. We got 2 receivers, 3 receivers on the right. Here is the snap. It's a low snap. The blitz comes in quickly. There's the throw, underthrown right there, and no flag. Kelly looking for a flag. The pass is incomplete, stops the clock right here. 3rd down and 8 coming up after the incomplete pass. Milton felt the pressure coming in. The Baltimore Ravens blitz all over him. All over him right there. Old Fart checks in right now. About time he throws one, he says. See all the TikTok mocking Cowboys fans? Priceless. Going to be all season 2, says Jeremy Hottenstein. Yeah, it will be. $14 minutes left to go. Here we go from the 18-yard line inside the red zone. Here is the snap. The pressure comes in. Joe Milton's in trouble. He will wrap up and be dropped. A sack this time. The Baltimore Ravens get a big stop there. 4th down and 19 coming up. We will get a field goal here. That puts him at the 29 plus 18 yards. Let's stop the clock, guys. Actually, I had already stopped the clock. So if we're at the, we're going to get a 47-yard field goal here. So Cowboys, 47 yards. Let's see if Brandon Aubrey can knock this back. There's the kick. Brandon Aubrey from 47 will put this up, and the kick is good. The Dallas Cowboys will score 3 more points. Not enough, but it is enough to put us to within 1 score, guys. A score and a 2-point conversion. 47-yard field goal attempt is there. So points are on the board. Let's go ahead and reset all of this. We're no longer in the red zone. We're going to get a kickoff now. Let's turn off this, move this back over to the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens have the football. Reset. Okay, 13:08 left to go in this one. 13:09, I should say, left to go in this one. Of course the kick is good. It's Aubrey, LOL. 1,000 XP, says Peter Hahn. Love it, Peter. Yeah, Mario's all out of cranberry, but never mind. What is that? What does cranberries mean? They're just trying to get out of field goal range, says Old Fart. Reading some comments right now. Dorian Hatchet checks into the conversation, says, to be honest, we don't get bothered by the none love for our squad starters. Will show a different energy. I agree, Dorian. You know what's interesting, though? If you talk trash to a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, they act like you kicked their dog, bro. Cowboys fans have been taking heat for 30 years, and we roll with the punches, man. We roll with the punches. You try to tell a Pittsburgh Steelers fan that their team is not going to perform very well this year, and they will lose their minds. I've seen it because I've made a video about it, and that video, let's just say it underperformed. Okay, guys. Brandy. It's true. It's true. You know it is. I predict the sound of silence in Dallas. Oh no. Hello, darkness, my old friend, says Maggie. Cranberry juice in a glass, almost frozen. Facts. We are loyal and don't care what others think. Facts there, Oscar. Appreciate you checking in, my friend. Dallas Cowboys still staying alive right now. Brandy saying, I'm well aware my team's going to suck eggs this year. I don't think they're going to suck eggs. I actually think they're going to do all right. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are also just in a very tough division right now. Same story every year. We will be cooked with the backups if they get in. No starters playing preseason and slow start or injuries, says RP. I see that out there. Let's see. Father Time saying, aha, that counts as a song. I won the over. Nice. Will Farrell in the pool. Hello, darkness, my dear friend. You know it, man. I love the Cowboys and Ravens. Here we go. Here's the kickoff, guys. The Dallas Cowboys sending this one back to Baltimore, and Baltimore will return from the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, down just shy of the 50. A big return here, and the Baltimore Ravens will start this drive in pretty good field position. So just shy of the 50 at their own 48-yard line. A pretty short field here. The Baltimore Ravens, if the Dallas Cowboys can't get a stop, they're going to extend this to 2 possessions once again. It is a 1-possession game, guys. I know it says 8 points there. Sorry, I'm bringing out my old man chair again. Here we go. 1st and 10. Johnson, the single back in the single back formation. Here's the snap. He will get the carry. He goes up the gut. He picks up all the way to the 40-yard line. A 12-yard gain right there. A big first down, and this will keep the clock ticking right now. 11-yard pickup for Johnson as he goes right up the middle here. Splits the Cowboys defense. Yikes here, bro. Frog Crop, what's going on, man? Thanks for checking in. Wasp saying, I love the Cowboys and the Ravens. What's up, Wasp? I appreciate you checking into the chat. I'm going to step away from the comments, guys, because the play calling comes first. Here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Here is a run around the left side. A big hit delivered there by the Dallas Cowboys. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. 2nd down and 7 after just a 3-yard gain right there from Johnson. We might need an exorcism this year, says Wade Tuckness. Facts. I keep glancing over at the chat right now. I know I need to focus on what's going on in this game, guys. Cooper Rush had almost 200 yards in the first half, man. Cooper Rush did so well in the first half of this game. Leary has come out. He's doing okay. 2nd down and 7 coming up here for the Baltimore Ravens, this time in Dallas Cowboys territory from the 37-yard line. A windup and a throw to the left-hand side to Kupp. Looks like a man named Kupp out there fighting for a roster spot makes the grab. It does bring up a 3rd down and 1, a pickup of 6 for Mr. Kupp. Not Cooper Kupp, another Kupp. Down to the Dallas Cowboys 32-yard line. 32-yard line, Brandon 86, what's going on? Dallas is not cooked. We're fried, says Archie Taylor. Oof. Here we go. Spam this, hashtag pay Micah. I like that, Thomas Bush. 3rd down and 1. Here's the snap, a handoff. This time it's good for a Dallas Cowboys 1st down on the right-hand side. Gets down at the 30-yard line. 1st down, Baltimore Ravens. 1st down for Baltimore. They're keeping the football on the ground, just keeping the time ticking forward right now. This will do a reset right here. Picked up 2 yards on that 3rd down and 1. That means 1st down for the Baltimore Ravens. Mr. Kupp. Mr. CUP, says Jeremy Hottenstein. Okay, definitely Father Time. I see that comment out there too. Stepping away from the comments again. I formation, play action in the pocket. Will wind up and throw. The catch is made right here, and that's good for a big 1st down inside the 10-yard line, inside the 5-yard line, and this will keep the clock ticking. The Baltimore Ravens pick up another 1st down. Leary to Gaskin. Leary to Gaskin for 26 yards, 24 yards. Yikes. A big 24-yard gain for the Baltimore Ravens means 1st down, Baltimore. But this means the Dallas Cowboys are in trouble. It's a 1st and goal from the 6-yard line now, guys. 1st and goal coming up for the Baltimore Ravens. They are up 21-13 over Dallas. Here's the snap and a handoff around the left-hand side. This will be a gain of just 1. So Gaskin around the left end right now. Picks up a yard. This brings up a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. I saw Micah's agent contract online. Watson and the cornerback full guarantee. He's trying to get Micah 100% guaranteed, I bet. Oh, my gosh. Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic 1st down. 9:32 left to go in this one. Barron going to be charged for that one. So it's half the distance to the goal. 1st and goal, this time from the 3-yard line. Baltimore Ravens knocking on the door right now. Mark Andrews is only a 1-year rental. Mark Andrews is on the wrong side. This is going to be an easy run around the right-hand side. This is in for a Baltimore Ravens touchdown. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens with Johnson around the right-hand side will take the 2-yard plunge and gets the paint job here. 27-13 is the score with 9:11. It's 911. Someone call an ambulance because it looks like the Dallas Cowboys' heart has just stopped beating here. 911. Time to call 911. That's how much time is left. Emergency services requested here for the Dallas Cowboys. 27-13. Brandon Aubrey, Loop. Gonna kick this one. The poop loop. So that's Tyler Loop on the extra point. And the extra point is good. The score is now 28-13. Cowboys down by 15 here. The lights are starting to dim in Dallas. That is the second preseason game that the Dallas Cowboys are with their backs against the wall with a chance to possibly lose another one right now. Gary saying, I feel sorry for Cowboys fans. Don't feel sorry, man. It's okay. I was going to make a wild comparison and say, do you feel sorry for Kansas City Chiefs fans? I don't think anyone feels sorry for Kansas City Chiefs fans. 1st round pick, maybe, but I doubt that. Troll, what's going on? We got Ali Voice VA. Guys, this is preseason chill, says Ali Voice VA. What up, Ali? Appreciate you. Maggie Liz saying, woo woo. What up, Maggie? Archie Taylor saying, why did Cooper Rush leave Dallas? There's a lot of reasons for that, but mostly probably money. Just because Dallas Cowboys lose preseason doesn't mean that we will lose the actual season. I'm with you, Ollie Voice. Juan Hernandez saying, sticker shock for Jerry. LOL. No doubt about that. Brandon86 checking in. He says, if we go to the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to miss you. All Cowboys fans up for y'all win the Super Bowl. Okay. I bought you a beer last Saturday. I bought you another beverage this Saturday. Peter Hahn, not even drinking today, man. You bought diapers for my family. I appreciate that. Thank you, Peter. Steelers and Bucks are 14-4. 14-14 in last quarter. Steelers and Bucks tied 14-14. Seems like a solid game there. Maybe should have covered that one. Okay, guys. So we are in the middle of a commercial break right now. Let's see where we're at on the subscriber count. Did we get to 39? 36.9? Maybe. Oh, help a brother out, guys. If you haven't hit that subscribe just yet, we are close. I think that's where we maxed. Let's at least see if we can get to 36.9. We wanted to get to 37,000 today, but we are short of that goal. It's okay. It's okay. We'll get there. We'll get to 40. We'll get to 50. We'll get to 60. We'll get to 100K. We just got to keep grinding. Here we go. 1st and 10, guys. With 9 left to go, 9-11. Here's the kick. This will be returned from the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, down at about the 27 right here. This will bring up a 1st and 10 for the Dallas Cowboys at the 27-yard line. What's up, Once? I see you out there, Once, checking into the conversation. Let's go, boys. Ride or die, 3rd generation strong. We're just testing our players. I'm with you. Did the Browns beat Philly? Did I know that the Browns beat Philly? I did. I don't like Dallas quarterback. He's not very good. Terry George, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. Okay, here we go. Will Grier finally in. Will Grier in the shotgun formation. Let's see what happens here. All right, Willie, let's show this man how it's done. Shotgun formation. Will Grier will drop back. He is in the pocket. He will deliver the opening pass. And this opening play is going to take us all the way across midfield. Fant will pick up a big first down. He did take a big hit on that one, but it's good for 33, excuse me, down to the Dallas Cowboys. From the Dallas Cowboys' own, 27-yard line, gets that to the Baltimore 40. It's a 33-yard play for Will Grier on his very first opening throw. Big gunslinger right there, Will Grier. Hey, take notes, Milton and Milton fans. Take notes, bro. So Princeton Fant took a big hit right there at the end of that play. He made a big catch. He wasn't defenseless, and it's not like he got put in bad situation there. I don't think Will Grier was doing that to kill his player. I think that was just the risk right there. Okay, guys, here is Will Grier in the shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap right now, this time from the Baltimore 40. He takes another drop back. The blitz coming in. 5-man rush. Grier has to throw this one away. Grier has to throw that away. 2nd down and 10 with 8:21 left to go. Baltimore Ravens blitz, when that comes in, that's a scary thing to look at, man. The Baltimore Ravens blitz is I'm a fan of third stringer, says Organic Grammy. I am too. I'm a fan of Will Grier right now. So no touchdown for Joe Milton. Will Grier is 1 of 2 for 33 yards already. Joe Milton with 2 fantasy points. Will Grier already has that after 1 play, 2 plays. There's the handoff. Great one-handed tackle. My gosh, Ham with a one-handed tackle against Maffa for a loss of 2. What happened there? 3rd down and 12 coming up now for the Dallas Cowboys. The clock ticking again. The clock now ticking here as we hit the 8-minute mark. Okay. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Yep, time to take this off. Time to take it off. Here we go. 3rd down and 12, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Dallas Cowboys. 3rd down and 12 from the 42-yard line. Here's the snap dropping back in the pocket. Will Grier in trouble. A flag comes in. He is going to be sacked. So Will Grier gets bagged. A flag on the play. Let's find out what the flag is for. They're going to say before the snap, a false start. If it's a false start, then the whistle should have come in. Otherwise, they're going to call that an illegal shift maybe or an illegal formation. I'm trying to read lips right now. Here's the call. It is illegal formation. So illegal formation, that penalty will be declined. That is going to be a sack right there, and that'll be a loss of some serious yardage. Again, Will Grier going backwards, and this does take the Dallas Cowboys outside of field goal range. This will bring up a 4th down and forever. And so they're in trouble for sure. Country Kiss is saying, have you subscribed yet? Have you? Have you? Let's go, Cowboys. You can do it, she says. Looks like Peter Hahn saying, I'm happy. I got the money. Here we go, guys. So it looks like, was that a 4th? That wasn't a 4th down. What happened here? It was a fumble. Did he fumble? I don't understand how the Baltimore Ravens have the football right away. Let me take a quick look right here. 1st and 10. We should have at least had a punt or something here. Unless there was a fumble that I did not see. Was it a strip sack fumble? Let's see the plays. It was a strip sack fumble. Here's the replay. Grier definitely fumbles the football. It was a strip sack fumble. That was the right call by the officials. And so it will be recovered by Baltimore. It is Baltimore's football. Will Grier also not the answer, guys. So the Dallas Cowboys in some serious trouble without their starters playing, that's for sure. We got 7 minutes left to go in this one. An offset I formation. Here's the snap and a handoff. This one to Gaskins again. A gain of just 1 yard on 2nd down and 9 will bring up On 1st and 10, I should say, we'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. So a 2nd down and 9. Yikes, Cowboys, when will they become a team again? It's a good question. It's a good question. When will they become a team again? Man, I got to do something about my farmer's tan. That's pretty bad. Like, my arm is so tan, and then I get up here, and it's all pasty. Yikes. I need to get out more. 2nd down and 9 coming up right now. When Dak plays, hopefully September 4th at Philly. Let's go Spurs. I'm with that one, Gary. Here we go, 2nd down and 9. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking right, throwing right, deep shot for Leary. This is to the end zone. A flag on the play, and this would be down at the 1-yard line. No, it would be a touchdown, but there is a flag, so let's find out. We'll stop the clock. They're calling a touchdown here, but pass interference against the offense. It was a push-off right there by Banks, so that will be negated. Repeat the down. Let's watch this. So Banks scored a big touchdown. He broke Pride's ankles, and then he pushes off of – I don't see a pass interference there at all. That is not a pass interference, bro. That's a touchdown. That should be a touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm objectively saying that was a bad call by the official. No way that was a pass interference. 2nd down and 19 coming up. Maybe they're trying to give the Cowboys a chance here. I don't know. We got a shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back, winds up and throws the catch up the middle at the left hash right there, down at the 38-yard line. That'll be a catch again for Kupp. This will bring up a 3rd down and some change here. So 3rd down and 12. 3rd down and long. Will the Ravens score on this drive? Okay. Here we go. 3rd down and 12, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. I got to get my clock started here. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 12, shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking right, winding up, throwing the football. The catch is made. Not enough for a 1st down. 3rd down and 12 becomes a 4th down and 7. The Cowboys get a stop right here. 4th down and 7. And we're going to get a field goal for sure. It's going to become a 31-13 game. The Dallas Cowboys just giving up too many points, man. This defense is going to be a problem. It's going to be an issue. I don't know if Eberflus or if anybody on this Dallas Cowboys coaching staff is going to be able to fix this. You're lucky you're not an official who doesn't care what team we support. Destination saying what? Here's the kick, guys. 4th and 7. The field goal from Loop is no good. Oh, so Loop actually can miss. Okay, that field goal is no good. That stops the clock with 4:43, and the Dallas Cowboys still down by 15, but could be worse. So it will be Dallas Cowboys football now, a 1st and 10 coming up from the Dallas Cowboys, and they will be on their own 40-yard line since that field goal was no good. I'm not an expert, but I think Dallas needs a quarterback more than they need a wide receiver, says Archie Taylor. I like Dak Prescott, man. I will stand behind Dak Prescott. What we need is a quarterback. What we need is Dak Prescott to take less money. Let's be honest, guys. Dak Prescott, he's a good, solid quarterback. He is extremely overpaid. He can get all those empty calories. He can get you all the fantasy points in the world. But he is clearly overpaid, guys. Like, something about Dak, I don't know. Like, you can't say, I can't feed my family on $40 million a year. Bro, like, what? You're getting paid way too much money right now and not delivering any results. I would be fine with Dak Prescott as our quarterback if he took even just $10 million less, right? Even just $10 million less a year could get you a defensive player or an offensive lineman or someone somewhere. That could be the difference for paying Micah Parsons and picking up some other players. Getting a real running back. Like, God bless America. But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Anyways, hey, dude, new to the channel, says Huber Bolt. What's going on, Huber? And I love your style. You're a great Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Fist bumps to you, bro. Appreciate that very much. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in this football game. The Dallas Cowboys will be getting the football from the 40-yard line. Loop missed. How far out? It was a 47-yarder, right? It was a 50-yard field goal. Loop missed a 50, Maggie. Field goal attempt. It was a 50 for the Baltimore Ravens. There it is. That's what they missed, Maggie. Loop missed. He's no Justin Tucker. I hope he can do something though. Okay, guys, here we go. Dallas Cowboys have the football. 4 minutes and 43 seconds left to go. Let's see if Dallas can get the job done. Bentley, thanks for checking in. You guys know how this goes. We're getting back to the actual game, so I'm stepping away from the comments once again. Next commercial break. If you guys want to chat with me, I'll check into the chat right there. Here we go, guys. 3 receivers on the right-hand side. Here's the snap, dropping back in the pocket. Will Grier will look left. A football that is underthrown significantly. The flag had already come in, so there is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. 4:37 left to go. Offsides. Offense. That penalty is declined. Repeat. Or I guess no repeat here. Moving on to second down. Lourdes Ramos saying get rid of that. Dak hasn't even played today. Dak hasn't even played today. Second down and 10 coming up. Here's the snap on second down and 10. Grier going to air this one out. A deep shot downfield. The flag comes in. For who? Bentley, thanks for subscribing, homie. Noe Guerrero, what's going on, Noe? Thanks for checking in, bro. Jacob B, thank you for checking in. And Juan Hernandez, I see you out there. Stephen A is loving this game. There's a flag on the play again, guys. Back-to-back flags. Let's find out what this one is. This is going to be another offsides, a defensive offsides this time. So this will bring up a 5-yard penalty. Second down and 5, repeat second down. 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Will Grier trying to air that one out. It was actually a pretty good throw. And since it wasn't picked off, I think that's better than Joe Milton, but he didn't fumble. Here we go, guys. There's the handoff to the running back, and this time it'll be a big gain right here. Looks like a gain. That's the biggest gain from any running back today, and it looks like that was Davis on the carry. Davis with a big gain here for the Dallas Cowboys. This is good for a Dallas first down, but scratch that because it's going to be a holding call against the Dallas Cowboys. Bring it back. Second down and 15. 3 plays in a row, 3 flags in a row. Can we please just play some football? 3 plays in a row, 3 flags in a row. Let's just play some football, man. Here we go. Second down and 15 coming up. Second down and 15. Dallas Cowboys, this time from their own 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, Will Grier. He sees 4 verticals. He will wind up and throw. He delivers this to the tight end, intended for Neville, and Neville is drilled on that one. The pass is incomplete. Third down and 15. So a third down and 15 coming up. No, bring Shador to Dallas. I would be okay with that. And you know what? After Dak's contract is up, I'll be honest, man. If Dak doesn't have a good season this year, I'm going to feel some kind of way. If we don't at least make it to the playoffs this year, I'm going to feel some kind of way. Third down and 15. Here's the snap on a 4-man rush. Will Grier steps up through the pocket. He will scramble. Third down and 15. He gives himself up, sliding down, knowing you need the first down, avoiding the hit, sliding like a baby, instead of actually making a play. So it's a 4th down and 8 now, and the Dallas Cowboys have to go for it if they want a chance in this one. 4th down and 8 with less than 4 minutes here left to go. Let's see what happens. Mr. Smiley, I see you out there. Kyle Smith, I see you out there. Here we go. 4th down and 8. There's the snap. This is going to be a flag right here. Is this going to be offsides or a neutral zone infraction? Did they get them to bite? It's going to be a false start against the Dallas Cowboys. Kelly going to be charged for that one. That'll be a 5-yard penalty for the Dallas Cowboys. 4th down and 13. Oh, this is great, dude. This is awesome. I agree. Milton is not it. Good chat, says Gary. Appreciate you guys. Good people, good football. Not a bad way to spend a few hours. Cheers to you, man. Jacob B checks into the conversation. He says, Mario, you don't have to be mad at the Dallas won't make the playoffs again. They always choke in the playoffs. The last time the Cowboys went to the NFC Championship was 1996. The last time they went to the Super Bowl was 1996. That is actually a fact that I say very regularly. Here comes the blitz. Will Greer will wind up and throw this one on 4th down and 13 to Davis. Overthrows. Turnover on downs. Dallas Cowboys will lose possession here, and it will be Baltimore Ravens football with 3 minutes and 29 seconds left to go. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So, change of possession, and the Baltimore Ravens get the football inside of Dallas Cowboys territory at the 37-yard line. I wonder, even here at this point, guys, from the 37, I feel like the Baltimore Ravens would be able to score anyway. Schottenheimer not looking so happy right now. We're at the 37-yard line. We're going to take the snap right here. Baltimore Ravens with the football. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. This goes to the left-hand side. It'll be a pickup of about 4 yards right there. James making the stop. Call it 3 yards for Gaskin. Reset. That was a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 7 here. They're going to keep the clock ticking. There's no rush to get back to the line of scrimmage here. There's no rush. They're probably just going to bleed the clock here at this point. Oh, I always do, Peter Hahn. Either way, the Dallas Cowboys chain is always going to be here, man. Dallas Cowboys chain ain't going nowhere. Cowboys chain ain't going nowhere. 2nd down and 7 with 2:52 left to go. Gaskin is the single back again on 2nd down and 7. A handoff to him. This time it goes backwards to the 40. A big stop there for the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to call it at the 38. I didn't see forward progress go that far. 3rd down coming up. 2:34. This will take us to the 2-minute warning. It should at least. Should take us to at least the 2-minute warning here, and then we'll have this 3rd down and 11 is what I see on my TV screen. So a 3rd down and 11. A 1st down here. I don't think the Dallas Cowboys will be calling any timeouts. This should take us to the 2-minute warning. Okay, guys, let's read some comments. Maggie saying, oh, wow, Costa Rica in the house. Love that country. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Lainey, for checking in. Dorian, thank you for checking in. I appreciate you guys sticking around. If you haven't shared this live stream with anyone, guys, be sure to do so. I'm going to take a quick peek right here. Did we get to our goal? Oh, I don't think so. That's okay, guys. I do appreciate y'all helping out anyways. I do appreciate you guys helping out anyways. So this does take us to the 2-minute warning. Let's just go ahead and subtract these two. Put those back. 2 minutes left to go in this one. Kyle Smith checks in. Lester checks in. Let's read Lester's comment. Lester Loomis checks in, says, good seeing you, Mario. Sending good vibes from Belize, my brother. Appreciate you, Lester. Fist bumps to you, bro. Who else is out here? Kyle Smith saying, country kisses. You'll see the same thing this year. I'm a Cowboys fan since '62, but it's actually Jerry Jones that does the most damage. Tom Landry, I see you out there. Does your chain glow? Mine's does. Mine does not glow. No, my Dallas Cowboys chain does not glow. Lucinda saying, my comments against the Cowboys are only to Raz Mario. That's okay. I can take the heat. Sherry Lattimore, thank you for checking in. See you out there. Maggie saying, all right, let's get it, Lucinda. Fair enough. Spike saying, I said it earlier, Shoddy was the wrong coaching choice for Dallas. I'm always here pulling up, says Dorian. I see you. Jennifer, too. Checking in right now. Jennifer, too. Haha. Johnson. Poor Cowboys. Yeah, I want a chain, says Archie Taylor. I want to win is what I want. Forget the chain. Forget the chain. We just want a win. We just want to win. Dallas Cowboys need to get a win. That's all it is. Dallas Cowboys just need to get a win. That's all it is. Okay. Okay. So 2 minutes left to go. 3rd down and 11. I appreciate you guys toughing this one out with me, all you Dallas Cowboys fans. Liked and subscribed, says Living Like Larry. Appreciate that, Larry. Living like Larry. A tie is better than a loss. So woo Steelers. Did the Steelers tie today? I like it. I'll take that, Brandy. I would take a tie today, too, but I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe if I had worn a tie today. Maybe that's the curse, guys. Maybe every time I wear a Dallas Cowboys uniform or a Dallas Cowboys jersey, the Cowboys lose. Maybe next preseason game, we'll just wear a blue tie for the Dallas Cowboys, and we'll see if we can win. Maybe we'll test the theory. Victor, what's going on? Victor saying Ravens fan on vacation in Denmark. What is up, Victor? I see you out there, bro. We have to go to a game, says Dorian Hatchett. Would love to, but if I end up going to a game, I can't cover it for everyone else. So it's like my wife wanted to get me tickets to a Dallas Cowboys game last season, and I told her the same thing. I said, if I end up going to a Dallas Cowboys game, that means that's one less game that I can cover. And we got to drive up from San Antonio, and that's never, that's a 5-hour drive from San Antonio. Long drive, for sure. A suit with shorts. Interesting. A suit with shorts. Okay. Steelers lost, says Sparky. Yikes. Lester saying, my wife and I have been a fan of yours since you started 3 years ago. Thanks, Lester. Can't wait to see you get to 100K subscribers. Let's go, Lester. Appreciate that, bro. That's the goal, man. We'll see if we can get there this year. We have an uphill battle. I would honestly be happy just doubling this number this year. 3rd and 12, a shotgun formation. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Here is the handoff. This time it's up the middle, up the gut. A gain of about 4 yards right there on 3rd down and 11. We'll bring it's actually 3rd down 11. We'll bring up a 4th down and 7 here. So 4th down coming up. The clock is still ticking. There is no timeout being called by the Dallas Cowboys. 1:38 left to go. Schott just wants to end this one. Eberflus saying I could do a better job than this Schottenheimer guy. I don't know, man. 4th down and 7. Are they going to kick the field goal here? Here is a chance for Loop to get this one. So it looks like we're at the 34-yard line, plus 18. What's my math at? 52? That would make it a 52-yarder, if I'm not mistaken. Another timeout going to be called right now. Baltimore going to take a quick timeout. Baltimore going to take their first timeout of the half. So we go to a quick Baltimore timeout. Training camp at the start in Frisco. Tuesday opening ceremony and practice. Wednesday Cowboy night and practice. Guys, y'all need to be practicing a lot harder than whatever y'all are doing right now. Not loving this for our Dallas Cowboys this season. Not loving it for the Dallas Cowboys this season. Country saying pump up the likes. Smash that like button. Thanks, Country. Waiting for our first game where we pop off, man. Waiting for our first game where we really pop off and get a lot of folks in here. I'm going to have to start sending out some emails to see if we can't get some folks to come down. So 4th down and 7. 53-yard field goal attempt. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. The kick is up. This one is good. 31 to 13. Let's subtract this and do that again. Whatever happened there. 31-13. We've got a palindrome score right now with 1:10 left to go. With 1:10 left to go. So another score here. The Dallas Cowboys just getting whomped again. Let's see what Dallas can do. Go Birds, says Roy. What's up, Roy? Appreciate that. We need to get rid of our damn owner, says Jennifer. I'm with it. Hashtag Juan. Living like Larry checks in. I want a girl with a short skirt and a long jacket. I mean, any girl can wear that. Do you want her to wear the same thing all the time? Because that's not fun either. This guy's out here singing some Motley Crue. Girls, girls, girls. At the dollhouse at Fort Lauderdale. That's going to be a kick that is short of the landing zone, so this will put the Dallas Cowboys on the 40-yard line. So a kick short of the landing zone. There will be a flag that comes in right here. Good show, my man. Thanks, Roy. I appreciate you, sir. I was just watching on Tap TV, sound listening to Mario. Appreciate that, Sparky. Tap TV, bro. That's where it's at, man. I wanted to do something like that for our trivia quizzes and have like an official one, but hey. Okay. All right, guys. Kyle. Your comment, dude? What? 1st and 10 coming up here with 1:10 left to go. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. There is the handoff. Will Greer. They're going to keep this one on the ground. The Dallas Cowboys want to go home just as much as the Baltimore Ravens want to go home. So, guys, this is the next couple of games again coming up one last time. This will be the final score of the game more than likely, guys. Dallas Cowboys have one final preseason game left against the Atlanta Falcons. Then they open up against the Philadelphia Eagles in Philadelphia Thursday football. On the 4th, Thursday night football. So, again, we will have 1 week with no football in between there, guys. Just keep that in mind. You've got a full basically 2 weeks here between the 22nd and the 4th. So Sunday, week 2 against the Giants, week 3 against the Bears, week 4 against the Packers. Will Greer is going to get sacked on 2nd down and 6. This will be the final play of the game, and it's over. Okay, guys, on the other side here, this game is over. This will be the final score. Let's go ahead and turn that on. On the other side, guys, the Baltimore Ravens will be at Washington this week. Then we've got the Ravens at Bills, Browns at Ravens, Lions at Ravens, Ravens at Chiefs, guys. Those are the numbers. What's your favorite ADTR album? He says, for those who have heart. Mine isn't for those who have heart. I would say it's the self-titled, Homesick. It's got to be Homesick. The Homesick album is by far my favorite, bro. I love the Homesick album. Gray 59. All right, guys. Well, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream, although you may not enjoy the actual outcome of the game. That is the final score for today. The final score, Baltimore Ravens 31, the Dallas Cowboys 13. That is what it is, guys. I will not be live tomorrow because I've got my big fantasy football draft coming up tomorrow. I will let you guys know how that goes, and I will post my team here on Monday. I will be back for Monday Night Football. But, guys, that is all I've got. All right, guys, that is all I've got. I will see y'all in a couple of days. Y'all have a great night. My name is Mario Manuel. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, y'all.